Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Character Player. This is Zombie U, Chapter 4. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host and your DM for the night, Ricardo Blade Diaz, joined by my Fresh Five. How you doing, Fresh Five?
Hey,
Hey,
fantastic.
Awesome,
go.
awesome. I cannot wait to see how the story is going to keep going here tonight. But before we do that, we have a couple announcements before we do. Ravenloft Chapter 31 will be back with you guys next week. That is going to be December 27th. So keep an eye out for that. See how that story is progressing and all the amazing things that are going on there. For Zombie U, you guys will see us again in the new year. This is the last Zombie U of the year. Guys, next time you see us in Zombie U, it's going to be the new year. So keep looking forward to that. Next Zombie U will be Monday, January 3rd. Always here on Character Player at 7:15 Pacific time. So keep an eye out for those and follow along with our stories. Speaking of following along with our stories, you can continue to follow along and even catch up and listen to old episodes of Ravenloft and pretty soon here Zombie U as well through podcast form. That is right. You can check out all of our sessions and our episodes on Spotify. If you search for Ravenloft, a Character Player campaign, you will be able to find all 31 episodes up till the current one that we are doing. And very soon you'll also be able to find Zombie U on there as well. Again, you can find that on Spotify or on Anchor, or you can go over to our YouTube channel and you can watch all of our old episodes. Along with some other fun tutorials and videos and sketches that we do on things on our YouTube channel, again, at Character Player, or on our social medias at Character Player on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, where we post skits, tips, and tricks all about role-playing and Dungeons & Dragons. So please check those out. We do some fun stuff. We do some helpful things. We do a lot of different stuff. But we also want to give a shout out to a bunch of other creators that help make our show awesome and all the other things we do great. So thank you so much to some of our sound and music composers and sound engineers. Thank you so much to Sirenscape, Sorco Soundscapes, Michael Gelfi, and David Kaiser Music. Thank you so much for lending your talents to our show. They help make it better with sound effects, with soundscapes, and with music. And also a special thanks to Mark Kapitsky and Justin Powell for doing a bunch of our graphics and our editing and a lot of other great art design and stuff like that. So thank you so much to those two, our very own Character Player creators. You guys can find links to all of those artists, to their pages, to their social medias in the description of this episode. So if you want to check out all the great stuff that they do, you can do that. And also want to give a big thank you to someone else who lends their talents to our show, which is Hero Forge. Hero Forge is a custom miniature designing site where you can go on there and you can create a miniature for any of your campaigns. They have so many different options. We use them as our character art here. Yes, you can see our lovely Dom, McCoy, and Red there. So you guys, please go check out Hero Forge if you're looking to build a character mini. Right now, they are actually doing really pushing their gift cards. So if you want to give a fellow player or maybe somebody who's getting into Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games, and you want to help them get started, you can get a gift card at Hero Forge for them and they can redeem it really easy. They have increments of, let me double check this before I do anything else because I don't want to get Hero Forge's promotion wrong. 10, 25, 50, and 100. So you can get increments of any of those. So please go check out Hero Forge so people can join us on our role-playing adventures and fun. Thank you so much. With that being said, everybody, it is time to get started with tonight's episode of Zombie U.
Yeah.
Here we go. So, after having crashed an ambulance through the entrance of Holtzman Gymnasium, the Fresh Five emerged from the wreckage, bloodied and bruised, but alive. Sammy and Dom had sustained some serious injuries, Sammy having a large shard of glass in her leg and Dom having fractured his hand. However, there was no time to lick their wounds as this giant hole in the building was beginning to flood with the infected. Dom led you all down to his father Oscar's office in the basement of the gymnasium, but not before Olga and Harley kind of stocked up with some goodies at the janitor's closet. They found Oscar, Dom's father, reviewing some game film in his office, oblivious to what had been going on just feet above his head. Red reiterated that he needed to go and rescue his family in Summerington Hall, which Oscar refused to condone. A scuffle broke out, Olga gravely injuring Oscar and Dom attacking Olga in retaliation, knocking her out cold. The group revived Olga and agreed to put this dispute aside for now, at least until they were able to help Red find his mother and brother. Using cleaning chemicals, Harley was able to concoct a bomb, which they used to distract the infected long enough to make a run for it. They stopped by the hospital, but found it full of infected. They expertly navigated their way across campus, arriving at Summerington Hall in the north center portion of the campus. While some of the crew rested and caught their breath, Olga moved to find Michael 125's room, a friend that she had met on her very first day here at MU. She turned the corner around the hall and she saw a hallway full of freshly turned infected, and they were slamming against the barricaded door of Michael 125's classroom. And that is where we begin tonight. So yes, if you are not on Roll20, go ahead and hop on over there right now. I'm going to make sure we are recording our Roll20 screen. All right, wonderful. So friends, Olga, what you see as you kind of are peering around the corner down this hallway is this kind of, you see a scattering of what looks like young people, maybe high school age. You're seeing infected of children, maybe look like high school. Some of them have like nice dress shirts on. Their hair, some of their hairs look like they're combed very nicely. Some of them are wearing ties. Some of the young women are wearing really nice blouses and skirts. It looks like these young students were in the middle of some kind of special event before this all went down. You are peering and you see kind of at the end of the hallway here, a large collection of them slamming against this door, and it kind of pushes in and then slides back and then pushes in and slides back as they're trying to get into Michael 125's room. What do you do? The rest of you are in the lobby of this building as Olga kind of went down the hall and away. So Olga, I'm going to start with you. You're kind
okay. So when I looked, they're all like looking towards those doors. So
a big collection of them down the hall are kind of pushing against this door, but a couple of the ones a little bit closer to you throughout the hallway are just kind of wandering aimlessly.
Okay. Can I look around and find like I don't know, a pencil, a rock? Is there anything around me like that?
Go ahead and roll. Are you just doing a quick glance, or are you gonna like actually like look really, really hard?
Just a quick glance.
Okay, then go ahead and make a perception check.
I don't think I see anything. I rolled a 7.
7. Okay. With a 7, yeah, you don't see like a rock, you don't see a pencil. You see a lot of paper on the ground, like looks like maybe like little packets and things like that are kind of dropped on the ground and kind of spread out, and looks like a lot of them are like crumpled up after they've been kind of stepped on.
Perfect. Okay, I'll take one that's kind of crumpled and I want to throw it to like the back right corner, so like opposite of me towards, I don't know, can you see Roll20? Like
yes
I want to throw it over here.
Okay, so you want to throw it toward like closer to you but down the other way. Okay, because this hallway that you're kind of looking at here, even though you can't see it, does continue down that way. Okay, so you're gonna kind of crumple up a piece of paper and throw it. Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics check for me to see how far away from yourself you throw this paper.
18.
Okay. 18. All right. So you crumple it up and you throw it and you get it about halfway down this hallway, and it kind of just lands. And you just kind of sit and wait.
I have my pull ready.
You pull back and you wait, and you don't hear any kind of response to this.
I want to peek my head around the corner and see if anybody is like noticed.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay. 20.
20. Okay. You peek around the corner and you look again, and again you see kind of the same thing. You see a few infected kind of mingling around, and then that big group, that big kind of cluster in the back. It doesn't seem like what you did kind of was loud enough to get their attention.
Okay.
Before you we're gonna flash back to you guys. So you guys are in this like kind of lobby area, the entrance hall of this building. You see there's like blood smeared kind of on the floor. You see some like handprints and footprints that look like they lead down the hall, some that lead out of the building. It looks like obviously when things went down, some people kind of looks like ran out, some people ran the other way. But you guys are kind of in this like little like opening kind of lobby area.
How far from where Olga is are we?
So Olga went about like 40, 50 feet down the hall, right when you guys kind of came in. You guys saw her, and you can still see her kind of like in the hall, but like
So
at that corner.
Okay.
Within an eye shot of her, yeah.
I'm gonna check on my pop's wounds.
Okay. Yeah, you go over to your dad who's sitting in your wheelchair, and he's got the bandages kind of wrapped around his head. And you kind of look, and some blood is soaked through on the temple where he was hit. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
$23.
23. With the 23, you kind of check his eyes. You kind of check him for a concussion. You determine he definitely has a pretty severe concussion. He definitely needs medical attention, but he's not on death's door. But he definitely needs medical attention.
Okay, just to take one more minute, and you guys can do something while I'm doing this. But I'm gonna go in my backpack. I'm gonna go into my my med pack, and I'm gonna pull out one of those little things that like you crack and it gets cold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep. And I'm gonna just slide that where the concussion is.
You put a little cold pack kind of on his head, and kind of hold it against his head. Yes, Red.
Okay, so we see Olga kind of. Do we see her like chuck a rock?
So you saw her reach down and grab something off the ground and like throw it, but you didn't hear any kind of like noise or anything afterwards. But you did see her kind of like do something.
What do you, Olga?
Do I hear that?
Roll a perception check.
Yeah.
50 feet away.
I'm so sorry. Does anyone else hear the knocking?
A little bit. Yeah, every
Okay.
so often.
Okay.
But
Just
not
wanted to.
I got a 7 again.
7. Nope, you don't hear it.
All right, I'm gonna make my way down towards Olga where I see the bend. Are there doors that we can open, like just dorm doors and random doors, closet doors?
So you guys are in a little like entryway here. You guys came in through like the back entrance.
Right.
There is on the opposite side of the room from where you guys came in, there is another front entrance, which are these like double glass doors that have like a little like entranceway and then a second pair of glass doors.
Okay.
So it's like a glass doors and then like a little area and then another set of glass doors kind of thing.
Okay.
And then there is to your left, there is these 2 wooden doors that that Sammy would know leads into a large lecture hall, but you see 2 broomsticks that are jammed through them, and you do hear pushing against that door.
Shit. Okay. All right. Well, gonna keep on moving forward. Then look through the glass doors. In this hallway, do I hear kind of the cluster, or do I hear like a commotion going down near where Olga is?
Roll a perception check.
Alrighty then. Perception. 7. 11.
11. So with an 11, you hear, you see Olga looking, and you are kind of start to creep her way. You hear just very faint, like what it's become started to become a little bit familiar of these like gasping and kind of like growling, sucking noises.
I'm gonna take out a joint, one of the pre-rolls that I have. And as I'm getting closer, kind of just I think I have matches. Yeah, I'm gonna spark one as I'm getting towards Olga to kind of calm his nerves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Harley and Sammy, what are you guys doing as Dom is tending to his father?
I'm gonna check on Sammy's wounds.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
18.
18. With
Sorry,
an 18, 19. Yeah, you kind of, you guys had bandaged her up a little bit, but left the glass shard in. As you guys know, that pulling out the shard would cause a lot of bleeding, so you guys left it in, kind of bandaged around it. You do see some blood is kind of staining the bandages that you guys have. It looks like a large piece, and it looks like it's in there pretty deep. But you, from that 19, you know that it didn't hit any major arteries. Very painful, but not life-threatening.
I'm gonna follow behind Red, and just like pass it.
Yeah. Here, yeah.
I'm just gonna like take a really, really, really long toke.
As you take it, so this is a homegrown sativa. It's a blend of 3 different types.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oil was actually seasoned with paprika. This was my idea.
Red, we don't have time for this. We can discuss this later.
Well, we can do anything later. Right now, we need to calm down. This is gonna help us calm down.
Let me hit it. Let me hit it, please.
Olga.
Harley, Sammy, and Red, make stealth checks for me.
Oh.
That's funny.
Oh,
Nat
yeah.
20? Okay.
Yeah.
Nat 20. Sammy?
10.
Nice. 10? Red?
9.
9. Olga, you're kind of standing there. You're trying to figure out how you're going to clear this hallway to get to Michael's room. And as you are, you're kind of sitting there and you hear shuffling of paper behind you. And you turn around and you see Sammy kind of limping and kind of shuffling her way. And Red not too far behind her as he's like talking about this blend of sativa that he's sharing with her. And you can hear them kind of hushed whispering as they kind of approach you.
I'm gonna grab another piece of paper on the ground and throw it at them.
Sammy, you get bonked in the head with a crumpled piece of paper.
I'm gonna go like this.
Well, that was that you?
Are they to me now?
Yeah, you guys are kind of all collected at
Okay,
that
I'll be like,
corner.
there are zombie here. I need to go in there. Michael 125 is in there, I think.
And is that like where your family is? Is that it?
There's where are the zombies? Zombies? Where?
The zombies are. I'm pretty sure. Can we hear them?
Now that you're right at this corner, you can hear very clearly the kind of shuffling and commotion that's going on in this hallway.
Okay, so the hallucinators are down the hall. I think maybe we can sneak past them, try and go another way.
Red.
There's got to be a walkway up here somewhere. Maybe we can get to your family, Olga.
What is your family?
We have to get to my family, but yours is down the hall, right? Ugh.
This door is this door.
Have you
I'm
tried-
confused. Look, you said your relative do some sort of competition where they wear nice clothes, like these zombies here.
Yeah, that's in the hall. I'm pretty sure that's on the other side of this building. Is it?
It's not in this building.
No, it's in the.
Red, roll a general intelligence check.
I'm confused.
I am as well. Oh, I'm just not rolling well today.
Get him out of the way.
9.
9. You're trying to think about like what your mom and your brother were telling you about this, this chemistry Olympiad that your brother was at, and they said there was like a written portion and then there was a lab portion, so that they might be in different places in the building depending on what part of the competition they were in. You're not sure.
They're either in like a lecture hall or some kind of a big lab, but clearly we can't go that way.
Okay, well, there are people that need help right there. I'm going to help them. You don't have to help. And then I'm gonna
Or your family.
get ready to turn around.
Olga, you would know that this hallway that you're looking at is kind of a hallway of a smaller labs. So like little smaller lab classrooms instead of the larger lecture hall.
They're trying to open the door. There's humans in there.
Did we make another bomb or did we just make that one?
Just made the one.
And on that note, actually, as soon as Dom finishes checking on his dad, he's gonna, kind of hobble over with his prosthetics, pushing the dad in the wheelchair.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Nice. 13.
13. Okay. You're able to make it over. You walk very softly to compensate for the fact that you're still learning how to use these prosthetics.
Absolutely.
And you're able to make it over. Doesn't seem like any suspicion aroused.
Cool. And wait, actually, did you say that out loud, Harley? Because if you did, or no?
Yeah. Yup.
Cool. Then as Dom hobbles over, he's gonna be like, "Nah, we just made the one, but if you want to sit back for a minute, I think that we could maybe make a few more concoctions, maybe make a couple bombs, maybe make a couple things that might help, like different types of bombs. Like maybe we can make a time bomb that would go off at a certain time."
I think that's a great idea.
All right. Which one of you guys has the chemicals? I look over to Olga. I go, it was you, yeah?
I think Olga and I are still looking at the door.
Oh, Olga's not even over there. That's right.
Well, no, you guys are all kind of in this like hallway right by this corner that kind of leads around into this hallway. So you guys are all like right there together.
So I have 2 pipes left.
Okay.
We have the lye, which is on your dad's lap. I have powder detergent, and then I have the gallon of bleach that I'm carrying.
Okay.
Hey. We don't have time to make like a boom bomb. We have to go and save Olga who's in there.
My family's all dead. What are you talking about?
Aren't we? I thought your family was inside.
No, nice guy inside.
Well, open the door. Let's go
He
save
will
them.
never hit somebody.
Oh, I thought her family was alive this whole time.
How many zombies are down the hall?
14.
God.
And you just want to go into the hallway?
That's not a good idea.
You don't have to come.
Let's make I don't feel like dying today, Olga. Let's make a bomb and then just roll it in.
Okay, make bomb.
Okay.
Okay. So what we can do is maybe we can get one that maybe leaks a little bit on the side and we'll throw it in, and that way we can light that. Boom.
Question. We're on the first floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's multiple floors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Summerington is 3 floors.
So guys, like if we make a bomb and we blow it up on the first floor, do we think that's a good idea?
I think that if we make it small enough, That's a great point, actually. We should make it shrapnel so that way it explodes into a bunch of tiny pieces.
I think we're not going to explode anything inside of a building where my family is. If we want to kill them, we can just. Oh, I'm not going to do it, but you can leave them outside.
Can I also point out that a bomb has a lot of noise that comes with it? And if there's anything else around us, it's going to hear that and come to the noise, sort of like when we crashed the ambulance. So maybe bombs are off the table.
But if we throw the bomb really far, then they'll go towards that sound, which is away from us.
So we throw it outside. But how long is that going to take? Because we don't have that long because my family's in danger.
Yeah.
So there's 14 zombies, right? There's
Something
5
like
of
that.
us.
While they're talking, I'm going to try to start putting something together.
There's 5 of us, which means we would all take 3 zombies, 2.5 zombies each.
3 2/3. But
That's actually very doable.
Okay, let's do it. I'll get my pole arm ready.
Oh, okay. I'm going to just swing over the doors.
So this hallway doesn't have doors, so you guys are kind of
I'm
it's just an open hallway.
It's just turn
It's
the
okay.
corner.
Yeah, it's just an open hallway.
Okay, so I'll step out in the middle of hallway and see if any of them see me.
Okay.
As I see them doing this, I take the little bit of equipment that I was going to make a bomb with, and I just put it in the backpack for now.
So Olga, go ahead and move where you're gonna move.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Are you gonna try and just like go out stealthy, or are you gonna try and are you just gonna charge in?
I'll do stealthy. Yeah.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay.
is there like a side classroom that looks empty that we could maybe put Dom's dad in?
So you do see from where you're at, you see a door here. I wish I'm trying to select it. Kind of right by where Olga is.
This one right here, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. For that we were going in.
Yeah, so there's a door there. That's what you can see from there. There's a door here.
No classrooms like in the hallway that we're in though.
No, there are no doors in this classroom, in this hallway that you guys are in.
Okay. From this angle, can I see if there's anything in that classroom?
There's a small like rectangular window, but from where you're at, it's kind of hard to see what's in there.
I got a 17 for stealth.
17 stealth, thank you. Okay, yeah, you kind of creep around the corner. This zombie here, that's by this other classroom door, doesn't seem to. None of them seem to react to you as you kind of creep forward.
Okay, I'll try to just maybe do like a stealth attack on this one then.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay.
Oh, stealth attack.
Seeing her move down the hallway that way, I'm gonna move up here and just watch what she's doing to make sure she's okay.
I got a 17 to hit.
A 17 to hit. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Woo!
I rolled an 8, so
8 damage.
8 plus my strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is just plus 1, so 9.
9.
And then I do the D4 for the other side.
Mm-hmm.
4.
4. Okay.
Do I add my strength again or no?
Yeah, you do.
5. So 9 plus 5 is the
Okay.
So
18 total damage.
9 plus 5 is like 14, I think.
14. Okay, 14 damage. So you come up with your broomstick and you just pop pop with your your mop stick, pop pop, and you just pop this thing in the head, pop pop this. It looks like a
little child.
Yeah, it looks like a maybe like a 14, 15-year-old kid. His hair was kind of like slicked back, kind of swept to the side.
It's not his brother.
He's got little glasses on. And you just come up and pop pop, and he just collapses into the door and falls to the ground. And you see kind of blood just start to like seep out. But as you do that, and he slams in the door and falls to the ground, all these other zombies in this hallway go and look down the hallway towards you all, and they start shambling towards you. So we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
But this one's gone.
He's dead? I really hope he wasn't your brother.
Me too.
All right. Let's all roll that initiative. Be initiated.
The initiator.
Be initiated. There we go. Okay. So 20 to 25. Nobody. Okay. 15 to 20. Olga?
16.
Okay. 10 to 15. Dom? And
That's
Red?
gonna be it. Oh, I got 12.
12? Red? 10. Okay. Dom and Red. Okay. 5 to 10.
9.
9. Okay. So that is Sammy. Okay. And that leaves Harley with a 2. Okay. All right. So at the very top of the order, Olga, you just pop this one, and it falls to the ground, and immediately they start turning towards you and start to lumber your way. What do you do?
I'm gonna go to the next one. I'm gonna get Michael Flame 1, 2, 5 out.
As Jay-Z said, on to the next one. All right.
On the next. So I roll to hit.
Yep. Go ahead and roll your attack.
19.
19 hits. Roll damage.
And I get. I did the same thing. 8 and 4. So
Okay.
14 again.
Okay.
So cool.
So describe to me what you do. So you run up to this other kid. This one looks a little bit older, maybe like a senior. She's got kind of long blonde hair that she has kind of a little headband that's kind of keeping her bangs out of her eyes. She's wearing little latex gloves and like a little like jean jacket. But she's got a large scrape across her face. As you run up to her, what do you do?
I say, okay, you're a lady. Pretty sure you're not his brother, and they won't kill me for this. And I just hop on each side of her head.
Okay. And she goes down, and you start to kind of move past her onto the next one as she kind of collapses. But as she does, she reaches out, and you feel a hand grab your ankle as she's laying on the ground, and her head's kind of bashed in on both sides, but she's still moving.
Oh no. I do get opportunity attack. Does that count as that or no?
No. So you get to
That's like when they're running away.
Right. And as a polearm master, when they run towards you as well. But
Gotcha.
She has not entered or left your threatened zone, so doesn't quite trigger that reaction yet.
Poor little girl.
But that is your turn, unless you want to move.
No, I think he'll attack me if I move. So
Yes.
I'm not going to do that. I have 1
Okay.
hit point.
Okay. All right. That is Olga's turn. Dom,
Right.
it is your turn.
All right.
Your fault.
Well, what I'm finna do
What are you
is
finna do?
first I'm just gonna look back at McCoy, and I'm pretty much gonna tell him to hold off on this turn. I'm gonna tell him Alpha Gamma, which he's gonna know to mean guard pops.
You got
I'm gonna-
snorts in understanding.
I'm gonna go ahead and hobble over and I'll stand right here. Now, as Olga's attacking this zombie, did the other zombies have they taken notice?
Yes, you see all eyes are down this hallway at you.
All
guys.
eyes.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's good for me because guns don't like the element of surprise. I've shot how many bullets? Was it 2 or 3?
I want to say 3.
Okay. All right. So I only got 12 left in my chamber. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the one that's gonna be on the right hand side, or this one right here.
You shoot.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh man, you about to have your eardrums blown out if you're next to that gun.
Oh, that's a great point, actually. Oh, my conscience in the back of my head kicked in and told me I might not want to destroy everyone's eardrums. All right.
Hey, I'm right here.
If only Red was everybody's voice of reason. What are you doing, Dom?
All right. How much movement do I have left?
So you moved from your dad's side. So you moved about 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
All right,
You
I
have
don't have a
about-
lot.
Yeah, you have about 5 feet left.
All right. All right, I'm gonna do something kind of weird. So, with that rope that we luckily got back earlier, I'm gonna go ahead and take it off my belt loop. Now, what I'm finna do is I'm gonna go back and forth and try to tie kind of a like a line across the bottom, not so high that Olga couldn't like get over, but
Okay.
high enough that it looks like it might be enough of a challenge for a zombie.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use about half of it, and I'm just gonna kind of make an X, so it's gonna go across like there from maybe like 3 feet down, 3.5 feet down.
Okay. All right.
All
Go ahead and make a, let's call this a dexterity check.
All right.
How well you tie these knots and kind of set up this like net basically in this hallway.
All right, now it's been a while since I tied this one, but if Scott's taught me correctly, that's gonna be a 17.
17. Yeah, you are able to kind of knot it up and kind of create this like almost like a road barricade in a way, kind of it's like an X kind of across the hallway where anybody that's of the right mind would easily kind of be able to kind of slip or step over, but something that's maybe not thinking might just kind of get caught up by it pretty effectively.
Beautiful.
Right.
And I believe that's probably going to be the end of my turn.
All right.
All I'm really going to do is just kind of tap on Sammy's shoulder and try to get everyone else's attention, except for maybe Olga because she's so far ahead. But and just like try to point out like that they can still go over it really quietly. They'll be like,
Yep. All right, Red, you kind of see Dom kind of put up this kind of like rope net a little bit and kind of explain how to move through it easily. And you feel the urge to take action. What do you do?
Okay. Life and death are philosophical differences. You don't really have the luxury to decide. So I'm going to run around. I'm going to run around Dom. I'm going to give him a pat on the back. Say, good job. And I'm going to try and get to this door.
Okay.
And I want to look inside and try and open it.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check to move through Dom's little net. It'll be a low DC, but just in case.
Oh, fuck yeah. That is a really good roll. That is a 16 plus 5, so 21.
Easy. You just slip through just like the way Dom showed you, and you get to this door.
What's inside?
You look through the window and go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Hello, perception is 19.
Woo! 19. So you kind of peer through the window and you look and you see a lab room. So a room for like doing like labs. You see a couple of lab stations and chairs. You see blood on the floor, but you also see stacked up against this door are desks and chairs and other equipment from the room that are kind of barricading this door. You look in and can you see kind of where I revealed that area for you?
Yes, I can. That's cool.
So yeah, this is kind of as far into the room as you can see. So you don't see any people, but you do see some blood. You do see some bodies. You do see these lab stations, and you see that this door is barricaded.
I'm gonna look back to Dom and just give him like a. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a lover, not a fighter, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the rest of my movement to go back next to Dom.
Go ahead and make another dexterity acrobatic check to slip through this net.
Yeah, to move slowly through it.
With advantage, because Dom showed you how to get through.
Oh, it's a natural 20 though.
Easy.
No.
Almost like a just with like almost like a gymnast or like a contortionist. You just kind of slip through it super duper easily, no problem. All right, is that the end of your turn, Red?
That's a really good net, man. Really good job.
Sammy, you see.
Wait, I'm just gonna ready my action. I'm just gonna get my quarterstaff ready in case any of them come up.
Okay, you got your quarterstaff ready in case any of them charge you.
Yeah.
All right, Sammy, you kind of see Red's kind of slip through this net, peek in, kind of indicate what's going on in that room, and then kind of step back and prepare for this wave that might be coming. What do you do?
Right. So there's still one on Olga
There
that's
is.
like alive, right?
Mhm.
Okay, then I'm gonna go. How far is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm gonna go right yonder.
Mhm. Go ahead and make a acrobatics check with advantage to go through the net.
23.
23, easy enough.
And then I'm just gonna like take the little baton that I still have
Mhm.
and just like
Okay.
whack it in the head.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. A natural 1.
Natural 1.
You swing down to hit this thing on the head, and it turns and hears you shuffling up and just kind of swipes at you and knocks the baton out of your hand. And the baton slides forward just kind of against the wall. So like 1 block up, but against the wall.
It's
Oh,
really rude. That was like
Um,
really inconsiderate. I was just trying to kill you. And then oh god, I can't attack again with my bonus action, right? I'm not dual wielding.
you're not, unfortunately.
Nope.
double
So
card.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
5 more feet of movement.
As you back away, its hand that kind of swiped at you is going to try and claw you again as you kind of back away. It's got
Perfect.
disadvantage because it is on the ground. It rolled a natural 1, so just kind of
We're
whips.
twins.
Yep. So you're able to get away without it kind of slashing at you.
Right. And then can I like see through the window from where I am for the other room or no?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Right. That is a 16.
A 16. As you peer through this window, you see another kind of set of tables. You see some blood that's splattered on these lab stations on the floor. And as you're sitting there, oh no, they won't let me move that guy. That's sad. Oh, up against the window pops an infected kind of pushes against the door, and the door opens slightly, and you kind of push it back closed. As you look in, and you see that this room has a couple of, from where you're has at least 1 infected inside.
There's more. There's like more. Ew. And that is gonna be it for now.
Okay. It is now the zombie's turn. So, Olga, the one that is kind of grabbed your ankle, is going to try and stand up and is going to try and attack you. It rolled a 16 to hit.
That hits me
Okay. You take
by 1 point.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as it just kind of takes its arm and swings at you and tackles you to the ground. You have this one on top of you now that's kind of is just kind of clawing into you. You guys see Olga go down with one on top of her.
Okay, that's put me at -2. I don't know what that means.
So that means you are in the process of being in a life or death situation here.
Okay.
So we are going to be rolling on your next turn. This is the first time this has happened in this campaign for us. So for those of you guys at home, we're doing a little bit of a different homebrew style of death saves. We're doing death competitions. So if one of our players hits 0, they're basically in a nexus point for their character where they might potentially be in a fatal situation. So upon Olga's next turn, Olga and the zombie will be rolling death saves against each other. So they will be contested death saves.
This little girl.
Terrifying.
So just like in regular D&D, it's going to be 3 death saves, which gives her companions an opportunity to come over and basically break the contest, which is possible. So she has an opportunity here to either save or have one of her companions help her out. But we'll get to that when we get to that. These other guys, I'm going to start moving forward as well. One of them goes up to Sammy, and the other one is actually going to collapse onto Olga. So Olga, we're actually going to do one of these contested saves right now.
Shit.
as this one falls onto you and goes to bite you. So we're going to be rolling. We don't add anything to this. It's just die roll versus die roll.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What the fuck?
All right, here we go. First roll. Roll the 4.
I rolled a 20 and I wasn't trying to.
Roll the natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a crit success. So that is 2 successes for you. So as this one falls, you just kind of put your hand up and use the body of the one that's already on top of you and block this one. So you're kind of they're kind of piled on top of each other, but so the only one is kind of in your face. But you got 2 of them that are kind of coming at you. But that's 2 successes. So on your next turn, if you get a success, you are going to be able to break out of this death contest.
Okay.
The rest of them, let's see here. This one's going to move.
God.
That one does not look very good.
This one can't kind of reach. This one's going to go 5. 10, 15. Okay. And this one. All right. So this kind of wave is starting to move down the hallway. The rest of them over here are going to try and push through this door. All right, and they slam to this door. It slides, but then pushes back closed again. Something on the other side is keeping this door from opening.
It's Michael 125. I'm coming, Michael.
Harley, you see Olga go down, and this wave of these infected just kind of start to swarm her and Sammy as this hallway is starting to get really bottled up. What do you do?
So I was here in the corner, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna rush in.
Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics to get through that net that Dom set up with advantage.
Oh hell yeah. 19.
19, easy enough. Slip right through. Where you headed, Harley?
I'm going straight here to try and kill the zombie that is on top of her.
Okay. The blonde one or the black-haired one?
Which one seems the most dangerous right now?
Well, one of them it seems very, very hurt. It has these kind of like huge like indentations in the sides of its head from where Olga kind of just clocked it. The other one looks like it has not been hurt at all.
I'm gonna go for that one then.
Okay. That's the dark-haired one.
Cool. I'm gonna use my spike.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna stab downwards into its head.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay. Using strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
So you go to stab into this one, and again, Olga's working so hard to keep it off of her. As she shifts it, you just kind of miss, and it kind of goes through like it's this. This one is kind of wearing, looks like a lab jacket. And it kind of goes through the lab jacket, but doesn't find purchase on the body itself. But you kind of pierce through the clothing and pull your spear out.
Okay. Can I use a bonus action to try and get him like away from us?
You're gonna try and push him.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead
With
and
my foot, if that's okay.
you're
If
trying
not,
to kick him. Okay, we'll make opposed athletics checks.
Okay.
He rolled a 5.
I rolled an 11.
You're able to kick this one, and it rolls off of Olga onto the floor beside her. So it's not on top of her, actively trying to bite her at this moment.
All right.
Actively.
It's got other things to worry about now as it kind of rolls off to the side by you, Harley. Okay. Is that your turn, Harley?
Yes.
All right. It is back to the top. Olga, it's time for another death saving throw competition. As you still have one of these things on top of you.
Okay.
All right. Rollies. Here we go. This time it rolled a 15.
I got a 6 this time.
A 6.
No.
So this girl that you kind of thought you had taken out is now on top of you as the young boy was kind of pushed off of you, and it just kind of grabs your neck and starts to dig its nails into the back of your neck like this, and starts to pull you closer to its gnawing maw as it's trying to bring your face and neck towards itself.
Wow.
That's one failure.
Right.
It's not like it.
So that is your turn until you are fully out of your competition. You're just struggling against this thing.
Probably has bad breath too.
Oh yeah, it's like blood is like dripping and like
Ugh.
its mouth is foaming with blood and it is dripping onto your face and you're just kind of trying to keep yourself away from it, but it is surprisingly strong as it's just pulling you towards it. Dom, it is your turn.
Okay. So before I move, I'm just gonna do a quick check, make sure that there's no zomboliths in the hallway with my dad.
You look down the hall, down back the same direction.
I look both ways. I would, yeah.
You don't see
Right
any.
across the road. Okay.
Down this way and this way. You don't see any.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just put my hand out so McCoy knows to stay and he's not gonna take an action. What I am gonna
It's almost dead.
I look at him. Can I take a hit? Can I take a hit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a quick hit. Give it back. Is it done or?
Yeah, it's dead.
I'm gonna throw it on. I'm gonna just kind of flick it off to the side. I'm gonna reach down. I'm gonna pull my I have this little walking cane that I keep in my prosthetic. I'm gonna, and it pops out boing, like like a long thin.
Mm-hmm.
When I look down at the zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So Sammy got the one closed behind the door. That door is still shut.
Mm-hmm.
There's the one on the left that Harley is fighting. Does it look pretty messed up?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
Well, I mean, this whole thing is messed up, but it does not look like Harley is damaged it at all.
Okay, fair enough. All right. I'm gonna get my little pocket knife. I'm gonna attach it to the little loop at the end. So it's not like a spear or anything, but I'm gonna have it attached to my walking stick.
Okay.
I'm gonna dive under the ropes and I'm gonna start army crawling as fast as I can over to the zombie that, well, the only one I can get to, the one that Harley's fighting.
Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics with advantage to get through your net. Again, obviously but just in case.
That's a 19.
Easy enough. You're able to kind of scoot your way over. This thing is on the ground as you kind of come up to it as you're kind of army crawling your way towards it.
Cool. Does anyone see me? Am I noticed?
Are you trying to be stealthy?
I'm not screaming. I'm not doing a war call. I am just going on my. I don't know. I'm not necessarily trying to be stealthy, I guess. No, I'm just trying to go as fast as I can.
I mean, people are pretty preoccupied right now, so you're not sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
And the zombie that Harley's fighting, it's the only one I can get to, correct?
Mm-hmm. And the hallway's pretty congested right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Are they in any grapple? I'm so sorry. I just want to.
They're not.
Okay.
They are prone though.
Why is Harley prone?
No, Harley's not prone. The zombie is.
The zombie is.
Mm.
Oh, cool. Well, then I'm just gonna come up with my little cane, and when I get right below him, I'm gonna open up my cane under his jaw, so it goes. And,
okay, make an attack roll.
Okay. What would that be, Dex?
So with this weapon, I would say you can use Dex or Strength with the spear type weapon. Yeah. You are proficient with your cane, so you would have your proficiency bonus as well.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. All right. Giggity goo.
Giggity.
That I rolled a d6 to hit. Give me a second. Sorry.
Why would you?
That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Would it be a d6 or a d4?
This is a d6.
Okay, cool.
Spear type weapon. Piercing, adding your strength.
Cool. Right before I set it up, I just try to click it on there so it stays as stiff as possible. And that's gonna be a 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. You kind of army crawl your way up, bring your cane up and release it, and it extends and right into this thing's kind of mouth, punctures through, and it stops moving and falls limp.
Oh, cool.
is that.
As it falls over, I just kind of like guide it with my pole so it slams onto the ground just to smash its head a little bit more.
You got it. Go ahead and move your token up to that position.
Yes, sir.
All right, Dom, is that your turn?
See.
All right. All right. We are.
Actually.
Hmm?
I'm gonna move just a little bit forward. I'm just gonna crawl just a little bit forward as I try to get the lay of what my next move is.
Okay, so you're still laying on the ground.
Yeah, I'm still army crawling on the ground.
Okay. All right. All right. So see Dom kind of army crawl his way in there and take out this zombie that's next to Harley. And once again, you kind of see this hallway starting to just kind of fill and get super congested with these infected. What do you do?
Okay. So he just crawled, right? So the wheelchair is still there.
Yeah, the Oscar is in the wheelchair, and
Right.
McCoy is protecting Oscar.
Okay, yeah. All right. I'm gonna look both ways again, same way Dom did. And I'm going to make my way towards Dom and Harley. Is there do I see this little altercation happening?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I mean, there's lots of moving around, but you're able to see.
Right.
Stanley, and you're able to
I wonder if I can actually go over here and with my down marker, if I can kind of try and poke at the zombie from like over her shoulder.
I will say, go ahead and make an athletics check to see if you can push kind of in between Sammy and Harley to be able to reach this one.
You using them as cover?
Oh no. All right. I'm sorry. I'm rolling for what?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay, yes. Do. Okay, that's not too bad. 16 plus 21.
21. Yeah, you're able to kind of, as Harley and Dom are kind of taking care of this one, you find an opening to kind of slip in between Harley and Sammy and take a shot at this one.
Excuse me.
Go ahead and make an attack.
Okay. All right. If I saved or not saved, if I readied an attack, does that give me an extra attack?
Unfortunately, so that is a triggered thing. So you
Gotcha.
said if something attacked you, then you would hit it. So that unfortunately the trigger never happened.
Gotcha. Cool. That's fine. What's mine to hit with the down marker?
So it's we're calling it a spear. You don't have proficiency with this.
No.
You can either use strength or dexterity.
Right,
But you don't get your proficiency bonus.
That's fine. I use my dex, so with that, that's a 17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
Yes. I am so sorry. I don't know what the damage for this. I think
So it's going to be a spear type object. So that's going to be a 1d6 plus your dexterity.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Oh fuck yes. That's a 6. Pardon me.
Hey.
Plus
That's an 11.
11. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you kind of slip through, and you have the down marker from the football game. You just come through and use the spike part, and just kind of slam it into this thing's eye, and you pull back, and it slides to the ground, and you think you got it, but then its neck snaps and looks back up at you as it starts to rise back up.
I'm sorry, sir. You're experiencing some serious symptoms.
Actually, I'm sorry, I did my math wrong. It does that. And Sammy just kind of kicks it in the head, and its neck snaps, and it falls over. I did my math wrong.
Coming too.
So that one is dead.
Yeah. And then can I use my bonus action to take a step back and can I take a picture of the scene?
Sure.
Yeah, from get a nice little wide perspective of it.
You pull out your camera. Go ahead and make a camera check with advantage.
Hell yeah!
You can use your charisma for this. It's an art expression.
Oh, thank God for that advantage. It's a 21.
21. You step back a little bit, and you're like, all this. You see in all the grotesque gore. You also see a little bit of like beauty in the chaos of this, like the way the hallway kind of frames your friends and kind of everything that's going on. And you take a picture, and the way the walls of the hallway kind of frame it all, it kind of encapsulates this weird, horrific beauty. It's a great picture.
Guys, this looks great. This is okay. I'll show you later.
Thank you.
Sammy, you kind of turn, you see the flash from behind you, and this one that was in front of you kind of falls to the ground, and you see your baton on the ground kind of just underneath it. What do you do as you see a couple more in front of you starting to move forward?
There's still the one on Olga, right?
Yes.
Fuck that baton. I'm taking out the knife that Dom gave me.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like go up to it and stab it in the head.
The one that's on Olga?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. It is prone because they're both on the ground, so go ahead and make it with advantage.
Yay.
This is we're calling this a 1d6 with your dexterity.
It's a 13 to hit.
13 hits. These things are
Fuck.
slow.
One for the damage.
So roll
Damn
a
it.
1
3 damage.
3 damage. Olga, this thing is starting to kind of pull your head towards it, and as you can feel its breath on your neck as its mouth comes closer, all of a sudden you hear as blood just kind of sprays out of its mouth.
Ew.
And it stops moving, and you throw it off you, and you see Sammy standing above it with this large knife, having just killed it. So Olga, you are back up to 1 hit point.
Okay.
Woo!
Good job. Let's get more.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Definitely that. Oh God.
I forget, there's still people.
Yeah. No. Not when they're eating our friends.
Yes.
Not people.
Well, that's a side effect.
Well, they came back once. They may come back again.
Sammy, if you could move yourself 1 space forward so you could
Right.
reach that one.
Oh, fuck.
I've come to the realization that we do not determine life or death, but if faced with certain circumstances, death may be preferable for the other, party. I just don't think we should go in seeking this. That's all.
This is a war, Red One.
Not red.
As you guys kind of start having this philosophical argument, one of these infected comes up to you, Sammy, and grabs your arm and goes to kind of rake at you. It rolled a 15 to hit.
See.
Okay, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing kind of just shoulder checks you back into Red, and Red kind of catches you.
See, I told you, it heard you.
Stop talking about philosophy right
Can
now.
I hit him?
This one, yes, you actually can, Harley. Olga, if you want to.
I do. I want to like. So I have permission to hit this one.
So actually, this one moves forward, and this one moves forward as well. You can hit one of those two as they enter your threatened area.
Oh, one of the two towards me. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead
I'll
and make an attack.
I'm gonna go for this one, the one that's
Okay.
closer to Sammy. And 21.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I did it wrong before. I am
Okay.
supposed to add 3 for strength-based weapons, not 1.
Gotcha.
Oh.
That's
4,
okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 points of damage. Okay. All right. Easy enough. As this one starts to lumber towards you, you just have stood up. Your neck is kind of bleeding from these claw marks that this one left on you. And this one comes up and you just kind of like smack it across the face, and it immediately goes down. No
I look at the red and be like, was that one okay?
Well, no, none of this is okay technically. But are you okay? You're covered in blood, scabs, and I think something must be infected with all those cuts.
Yeah, I wonder why I'm so hurt.
Dom, as you're kind of arm crawling on the ground, one walks kind of past Olga and falls on top of you and to kind of slam you against the ground.
What an
16 hit.
idiot.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as this one just kind of falls on top of you. and it kind of starts to claw at your back.
The
You guys are
fuck?
it kind of is like head towards your butt area as it kind of just like flops on top of you. Go ahead and make a strength athletics check for me.
Absolutely.
It's biting my butt. It's biting my butt. It's biting my butt.
22.
22. You're able to kind of like shoulder it off of you and kind of rolls off to the side, so it's not on top of you. It has not grappled you.
The fuck?
But the ones over by the door are going to keep on pushing. Okay. Uh-oh. Easy enough. Okay. They keep on pushing against this door, and whoever's on the other side is holding it back.
Oh, thank goodness. I said,
not letting
Michael,
them
I'm
in.
coming.
But that is their turn. Harley, it is your turn. There's one that is right next to you and Dom. There you can see one that's in the window of this classroom door that's kind of next to you, kind of banging on the door, and the door's kind of shaking as it kind of bangs on it.
That's fine. I'm gonna go for the one next to me and Dom.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stab.
Okay, go ahead and make a attack with advantage.
17.
17. Easy enough. Go ahead and roll damage.
Seven.
7. Okay. Nope. All right. Yeah. Tell me how do you want to do this?
I say go to sleep, and then I stab.
And it just stops moving.
Save my ass.
You're welcome.
See, and that was polite.
Okay. That is Harley. Do you want to move forward?
Yes.
Get win.
Okay. Go ahead and move where you want to go.
Let me go here. Is this one dead? The blonde one?
No. That one is kind of holding on to Sammy's arm and kind of coming after her.
I don't get an opportunity of attack, do I?
Unfortunately, no.
I'm gonna come right here.
Okay. All right. Kind of close in on it.
Mhm.
All right. All right. Harley, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. Olga is back up to you. You're up. Sammy, having had your back, you are back up with 1 hit point, and you have your turn.
Okay, I'll say sorry, Mr. Potato Man, and I'll try to hit this one.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
Won't want me to. 18.
18 hits, roll damage.
Okay. Okay, that's good. 18.
18. 18 damage, yeah. Okay. You come forward and you pop this thing in the head, and it just collapses to the ground, and it snaps back up really quickly.
Ew.
But it's like neck is like, it's like spine is like poking out of its neck. Its head's kind of like off to the side a little bit.
Oh.
And it just is kind of like very like herky jerky moving, but it's still up. You have a bonus attack if you want.
Me?
Yeah, with your pole arm. Yeah. Your pole arm.
Oh,
you get
that
a
was
bonus.
with the second. That was with the other side.
Oh, that was both of them. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. This thing rolled a natural 20 on its constitution.
Okay, I'll just do one at a time from now on.
Okay. Okay, cool. No problem. But it is still up just barely. But Dom, you're on the ground. You see Olga kind of go for this. The hallway's getting pretty clear. You see that there's just this cluster kind of at the end of the hallway that is still left there.
I'm gonna go straight for this one that looks like it's almost dying. That's really close to Sammy, and of course everybody else. And I'm just going to crawl over, and I'm just gonna try to slam his head into the wall and just try to smash his fucking brains in.
Okay. Go ahead and make an unarmed check.
All right. Sorry. Okay, cool.
So this will be D20 plus your strength plus your proficiency.
That's a nat 20.
All right, go ahead and roll damage. So this will be a 1d4 plus your so a 1d4 doubled plus your strength.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Woo! So that's 6 plus my strength, which is gonna be 3, so that's gonna be 9.
9, okay. All right, you do
Nice.
kind of just stand up, walk over to the thing, grab it, and just slam its head against the wall, and it just kind of splatters and smashes under your strength, and just you feel the skull crash in as this thing completely just collapses to the ground.
Nice. After I do that, I'm gonna look to Sammy just to see if she's cool. And as that happens, as she does that, I'm just gonna grab my my pocket knife that's hanging on my stick, and I'm gonna go ahead and re-jam it in there so it's ready for another attack.
All right, you guys are set. Red, it is your turn. The hallway is kind of littered with these now seemingly deceased young people, but there is still this cluster kind of at the end of the hallway.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna walk down to about here.
Okay.
Look over to Dom and say, "You absolutely terrify me sometimes."
I
But
think we should get him to follow us.
I can second that idea. Maybe lead him away from the door and give him a quick, painless as possible way to the next one.
If we get him over to the rope, if they follow us over to the rope, we might be able to tie him up against the rope and take care of him over there.
Yeah, I like that idea. Does everyone like that idea? Yeah, I'm good.
Sounds awesome.
All right, cool. I'm gonna run this way, just about right here, because that's about all my movement. All of
Okay.
it, just a little bit left. And I'm gonna scream.
Okay.
We're very, very sorry you're experiencing a hallucination, and we may need to use lethal force against you to try and get their attention.
Roll a charisma check. Roll a with advantage.
Okay.
Just to see.
Oh hell yeah! All right. Oh, that was a good first one. Boom. All right. With advantage, that is gonna be what's the whip here? 22.
22. You do see, as you get super close and shout this, they most of them turn and look at you and start to kind of shift away from the doorway and head your way.
So I'm gonna turn around and use the rest of my movement to essentially get back here. But as I do, I'm gonna say, "They're coming."
All right, Red. Good job. All right, Sammy, it is your turn. You see this cluster finally for the first time take notice of your presence, and some of them look like they're heading your way.
Great. Based on like how they were moving before, can I tell if going all the way back they'll be able to get to us in the next round?
Probably will.
Make an intelligence check.
That went off the thing. Ooh, intelligence check.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a 14.
14. From your experiences you had so far, these things aren't moving very smoothly. You think that if you ran towards the end of the hallway, they may be able to get to you, but it would take. They might not be able to do much once they get there.
Right.
It'd take them a bit.
Okay. But where I'm at right now, they could definitely get to us.
You think so?
Great. Then I am going to. What do I want to do? I'm gonna go back to the thing.
Okay.
And on my way, I'm just gonna check this door, make sure it's secure, that one's not getting out.
Okay. You check the knob and the door's unlocked. So this thing is not locked in there. It just has not figured out how to get out yet.
Great. Then, do I have? Oh, I have bobby pins. I would like to pick the lock to lock it.
It is locked, right?
No,
No.
it's unlocked.
Okay. Have you ever picked a lock before?
You know what?
I
I know about tumblers. I know that there's usually 3 to 5. That is all that I know. I know that I need 2 bobby pins, and I watched the Impossible movies. That's all.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Okay. Terrible. That is going to be an 8.
An 18.
No,
With
an
this-
8. An 8. An 8. An 8.
Okay, an 8. You kind of pull your bobby pins out and you start to fiddle with the door, and you immediately they get bent and stuck in the door lock.
That should be good enough. I'm gonna go across the thing.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check as you move through the ropes.
Is that still at advantage or no?
Yes.
Acrobatics is 16.
16. You're able to move through it, no problem.
Great. So was that my action to pick
Yes.
the lock? Great. Then with my bonus action, I'm going to bardically inspire Dom with a Shakespearean poem.
Okay.
With a sonnet. I take out my pocket, of course it's pink, and I say, "Let not my love be called idolatry, nor my beloved as an idle show, since alike my songs in praises be to one, of one, still such and ever so." And you are now inspired.
I love when you speak that creative shit.
Thanks! That's definitely the response I was going for.
Okay. Sammy, is it the end of your turn?
That will be all.
Okay. It is now the zombies' turn. We have one. One of them comes up to Dom.
Oh.
One of them goes here. Okay. And one of them. Most of them start to follow you, Red, as you kind of run down the hallway, kind of shouting at them. It looks like 4 of the 6 that were at the door left and started following you guys. So only 2 are still at the door. Dom, one of them is able to get to you and kind of just like lunges towards you. And it's going to make an attack, but it rolled very bad. So it kind of just whiffs as you kind of just start to like lean back and walk away. The other ones are just going to use their actions to close on you guys as they're just chasing you down. Okay.
Back.
These guys are going to roll. Okay.
That is done.
Okay. These last 2 that are at the door begin to push forward, and you hear a loud shifting sound as it reaches its arm in and just prevents the door from closing. So its arm is like in the door as the door tries to like close back again, but the door now can't shut as this thing has kind of got its arm wedged in there. And you all hear a shout from inside the room.
Oh.
And that is their turn. Harley, it is your turn.
Great. I want to use my strength to bulldoze the 2 in the center.
You're gonna try and push him over?
I'm gonna like rush them.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and roll opposed athletics checks. See how well you kind of push through them.
16.
16. Okay. You are able to kind of push through both of them and push them back. This one falls prone over here. This one it stays up, but you're able to push it about 10 feet back as you move forward.
Oh.
Oh,
Mhm.
you're
Yeah.
just trying, so you're
Nope.
just trying to push them, but not.
No, you're right. That's exactly what would have happened. So we're gonna deal with that, I'm sure.
Okay. So you are able to kind of kind of push them. One falls prone, the other one stays up, but you're able to knock it back.
Great. Do I get a bonus action? Or like an
So
attack?
we've been saying that you can bonus action shove, so that's kind of what you did there. So you still have an action
Great.
as you're surrounded by 3.
Huh? I'm gonna just try and get in. So I'm going to you know what? I'm gonna shove again. Just gonna
Okay.
shove and Yep.
Okay, we're gonna make it again opposed athletics checks.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. 15 this time.
15. You still are enough to push this thing as it
Okay.
falls off to the side. It also falls prone, so you still have about 10 feet of movement.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, right there.
Okay, as you move by, these two that you kind of like just run through, both kind of just lunge at you, and they're gonna try and slash at you as you kind of run through them.
Great.
But they rolled very bad, a 10 and a 4.
Nice.
So you're able to kind of move through them, kind of almost clearing a little path through the middle. But that's where you're at. Is that your turn, Harley?
Yes.
All right, Olga, you see Harley just truck her way through this group of adolescent infected and kind of clear a pathway through the middle. What do you do?
Wow. Okay. I'll come down too,
Okay. Olga coming through.
but I can't do these. I'm gonna try to hit this one on my way through.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh, I only got a 10.
A 10. A 10 hits.
Oh yeah. I'll do one at a time.
Okay.
So with one end of stick, it is 7.
7. Okay. You no. Okay. This one goes down. No problem.
Okay.
You have a bonus attack.
I guess I'll go for this one right here.
Okay, go ahead
Could
and
have
make
at
an
least
attack.
asked for its name.
Yeah, Olga is just kind of one woman. Just
You
going.
not want me to save you? I am so. I'll stop trying to save you now. Okay. 7 again.
7 damage again.
Mhm.
Okay. This one. Let's see. This one, as you hit it, it looks like it should go down as its jaw kind of detaches.
Oh,
But it turns back and snaps its head towards you and starts to reach its arms out towards you. This dice is rolling natural 20s like crazy.
Whoa.
Their constitution saves have been good tonight, guys. But Olga, you're gonna keep moving forward.
no,
I
because
think
then
you have
they'll attack me, and I only
Okay.
have 1 point.
Okay, smart play, Olga. All right, that is Olga's turn. Dom, you have one that's in front of you. You got Olga by your side. You see Harley push forward, and you saw Sammy kind of retreat back.
Right. Well, since there is one right at me, and I don't want to give it any chance to try to grab at me, what I'm gonna do is I just kind of mutter to myself, she has such a way with words. And then I'm going to lunge forward, like completely out of like a doe-eyed, like in love look, to like just a angry military jumping, and I'm trying to crack the zombie that is in front of me's head into the zombie that's behind him's head. Because I want to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Copy that.
He's pretty high on this one. To make them hit each other hard enough to damage each other. It's pretty high, but possible.
Okay. So you said athletics? All right, let me make sure I'm doing this right. All right. Yeah! Oh fuck! Oh wait! I still get to add my athletics. Hold on. It was naturally a 12, so I'm not very happy.
Okay. What's your athletics?
19. It's 19.
19. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Okay.
Springy.
Very springy. I mainly used my upper body and threw it forward more than anything.
What was the damage?
I'm sorry, I lost my there it is. It was hiding. That's gonna be 3 with strength or no?
Yes.
Cool, that's gonna be 6.
6. You shove one, and this one right in front of you stumbles back, falls, and smacks its head on the back on the tile, back of the head on the tile, and its back of its head just caves in, and you see blood just start to pour out as that one is toast. But
Nice.
you were unable to damage the other one behind it as it kind of just fell kind of in between that one's legs.
Oh, did it? Okay, well, since I lunged forward, I'm on the ground too as well, right?
I would say you kind of like football, kind of like shoved it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're not on the ground.
Okay. Now that was my push. So what I'm gonna do then for my attack is I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna jump up and try to elbow the zombie in the head as I drop down. I forget the name of the wrestling move, but I'm gonna jump up and
You're like pile driver it.
Or like the people.
Thank you. My brother
Okay.
used to do it to me all the time. I mean, my cousin.
All right, go ahead and make an unarmed strike.
All right, come on, unarmed strike. Come on, unarmed strike. That's +2. Ooh. That's gonna be 7.
7. 7 to hit.
7 to hit. That was
Okay.
7 to hit.
So you kind of try to come down and pile drive this one, and you just like you hit it, but it like kind of like just off to the side just a little bit. So it's kind of just like a glancing blow with your elbow as it kind of just shifts to the side, but then comes right back at you.
Oh, it comes at me. Nice.
But you are now moved up into melee with it.
Beautiful.
So if you could move yourself up.
Yeah. So sorry.
It's okay. All right. That is Dom's turn. Red. You had a plan of pulling them away from this door, and you pulled a bunch of them away, but now the hallway's been kind of cleared of most of them. Looks like there's only a few left. What do you do?
I'm gonna walk over to this poor sap. Look over to both Olga and Dom. Before I, sir, I apologize for this. It is for the betterment of your own health. I'm gonna try to hit it.
Okay. Go
One
ahead.
swift
Roll an
move.
attack.
Decent, like a human. 11.
11 hits. Roll damage. So
Wow.
1d6 plus your dexterity.
Fuck yes, that is a 10.
10. Dead. Just right through the temple. Gone.
Simple human decency, acknowledging that it is a being of this plane of existence. Also, I do actually have morphine, or not.
Yes, you do.
For like when we get a second Olga, I can help out with the pain.
Yeah, I need some of that for my paw too.
Oh yes, of course.
Just give it to him.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna take the rest of my movement and just go check on this guy. He'll fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you start heading back. All right.
Yeah. I'm trying to-
That is Red's turn. Sammy, you see, as you had ran away, the hallway's starting to get pretty clear. There's only a couple more infected in the hallway. As you are kind of back towards the back end, what do you do?
So, guys, I totally thought that the plan was like to lure them back here, but like that totally didn't happen. So thank you. Can I? I'm gonna go over to McCoy and Dom's dad, and just like, so I'm gonna go get them. I'll be back.
Okay.
Gonna
So
bring 'em-
Sammy, you got him?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring them over if that's
Okay.
possible.
All right. As you kind of approach, McCoy kind of gives you a little huff as you kind of come close to Oscar, as he kind of like tenses up a little bit.
I huff back at him. It's fine. Let's go.
And he kind of stands up and shifts a little bit, but he follows. All right.
And then I'll just come back here and make sure that they're like still in the hallway.
Okay. And McCoy and Oscar follow you.
Right.
Okay.
Is this noise attracting anything on other hallways?
You can make a perception check.
I would love to do that. Love for my dice to stay on the natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. You listen real quick and you don't hear that telltale like shuffle gait that you guys have kind of come to really recognize. You don't hear any moaning or gurgling. Seems like you're okay for right now.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna call out to Dom and be like, "Hi, just remember those beautiful words when you hit things next time. Thanks." Means you can.
That's fair. That's right. You got your bardic inspiration. We forgot.
Yeah, you can.
How do I use it?
So it's a D6 to attacks or saves.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So is Sammy's turn now? This one is going to get up. And is going to keep moving down the hallway towards Dom and Olga.
Man, my shit is freezing up right now, so just forgive me.
No worries.
Wait, where's Harley?
Harley is kind of moving past this one, and she had knocked this one over, and so as it gets up, it just kind of continues forward instead of kind of chasing her down as she's kind of just bulldozing down the hallway. So it kind of just gets up and continues on its way towards Dom. Dom does a 16 hit.
We'll never know.
Oh no, we're losing everybody. Dom's frozen. Harley's gone. Oh no. I think what we're gonna do here.
Take break.
We're gonna take a quick break until we get our friends back here real quick. So let's take a pause. Let's take a pause. We were just about at break time, but we'll take a pause. And we're back. Sorry about that. We had a couple technical difficulties, but we are back. We took our little break, but we are ready to get back into this. So when we left off, our Fresh Five were mowing their way through this hallway, just taking out infected left and right, and they had whittled it down to just a couple more here at the end of the hallway. and one of them was coming after Dom. So Dom, I believe it was a 16 to hit. That is 16 hit.
Oh, it definitely hit.
Okay, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing
I am not looking good, you guys.
leaps onto you. Almost, you guys have fought these things for a while now, and while yes, they can scratch and they can bite and they can hit you pretty hard, they're not exceptionally strong. But this one, the way it kind of like launches itself at you, it surprised you a little bit as it just almost like tackles you into the wall and is holding on to you. Make a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, a Strength saving throw.
Thank goodness. 16? No, 17.
16. Oh, 17. Easy. So as it kind of tries to like wrap its arms around you, you're able to just kind of push it off of you. You're not grappled.
Okay. Is there any way that when I push him off, I'd be able to try to push him into the wall behind me?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Just getting it off you was like as much as you could muster at that very moment. These last two here are going to push towards the door.
Don't open it.
But are unable to push through as this one's arm is still kind of wedged in the door, but the door kind of slams shut a little bit tighter. And you can hear the crack of the arm. It's like the bones in the arm are being broken by the door being slammed on it. But they are unable to get in. That is the end of their turn. Harley, it is your turn. You are at the end of this hallway. There are only 2 more infected that are trying to push into this door.
I'm gonna go that way.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna run and try and drop kick the blonde one
Okay.
into the wall.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
14.
14 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. So for an unarmed strike, that is going to be a 1d4 plus your strength.
6.
6. Okay. You come up and you push this thing, and as you do, its arm detaches from its body, and the door closes as the arm, what was kind of keeping the door open, kind of breaks off, and the door slams shut. And
You're welcome.
Yeah, you just smash its head against the wall as it falls to the ground and does not.
Great. I'm gonna use my attack to spear the other one.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I rolled a 4.
A 4. You swing your spear, you stab at this one, and this one just kind of you stab it, but it doesn't seem to bother it very much as it starts to just move towards you.
Oh, good. Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Olga, it is your turn as you only see 1 more infected in this hallway.
There's just one. There's not one right in front of me.
There is one right in front of you with Dom. That's true.
Okay, I'll just try to hit this one time, and like as I try to go through it.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
Okay. 21.
21 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. 8.
8 damage. Okay. How do you want to do this? What does Olga do as she runs through this thing?
I'll just look at Dom and say, you don't have to say thank you, and keep going.
Just
15, 20, 25, 30. That's so hard to get.
Olga just bashes this thing and it collapses to the ground, and you're just kind of standing there as she just runs right by you.
Can I turn around? I want to make sure Red didn't see though.
Red, are you paying attention?
No, I'm walking back to I'm checking on the morphine, making sure
Oh, good. I didn't want to hurt his feeling.
Sure, it looks all right.
Yeah, Red seems to not be paying attention.
Good. So that's me. That's my
Okay.
turn.
Dom, it is your turn as Olga kind of rushes by you. The hallway is completely kind of littered with dead bodies, with only 1 infected left. What do you do?
I have a clear shot, right? Like I have a clear eyesight.
You might have to move a smidge.
I can
you
move a
can see
smidge.
it, but for like a shot, you might have to move up a bit. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna move to right there. I'm gonna grab my cane with the knife in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna throw it like a spear and try to go for the head.
Okay. I will say throwing it like a spear. You're probably not proficient in throwing your cane.
I don't
So,
think I
this
am.
will be an attack plus your dexterity.
Okay. Okay, cool.
You're inspired to know.
And you're inspired.
And I add that to the first one. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's
You
go.
need it. You don't have to use it. It's good for 10 minutes.
I'm definitely gonna use it to hit right now. Would you go ahead and re-recite the last sentence of it as it plays back in my head? But do it in Dom's voice for me.
Since all alike my songs and to one of one, still such and ever so.
Okay, and
D6, right?
yeah, and then add the D6.
Add a D6.
Thank goodness. 9, 11, 12 plus 13, 14.
14. Okay, go ahead and roll damage. That hits.
Yes! Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
As one.
1d6 plus your dexterity.
Beautiful. 1d6. Okay. That's gonna be 6.
6. Okay. How do you want to do this?
Hey.
Oh, after it goes in, would you say that we're out of combat? Would you say that I'm able to walk up to and take it out or no?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk up and take it out and go, thank you.
And as you do, it's kind of twitching a little bit as you stuck it, and when you pull it out, you kind of twist. And it stops. Just kind of falls limp.
As I watch him twisting on the floor, I go, I fought a lot of enemies overseas. I ain't never seen nothing like this. That does something like this to somebody. This is beyond death.
And we are officially out of combat.
Woo. Hey, I want to yell, Michael, go to the door. Michael, 125, are you there?
Yeah, Carly's gonna go to the door and knock and say hello.
You guys go to the door. Go ahead and roll perception checks for me. Anyone that's at the door.
I got 2.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna roll perception. I'm gonna start walking back.
Harley.
I rolled a 20.
A 20.
Ooh.
Harley, you go up to the door and you kind of knock, and you still hear commotion inside.
Okay. I yell a little bit louder. Hello? We killed all the zombies out here.
And you kind of listen. You hear, and you just kind of hear this struggle going on.
Oh, okay. I opened the door.
Okay, you try to push open the door, and you feel resistance.
I want to try and help her open door.
Okay, you guys are gonna try and push in.
Yeah.
Okay, either you guys can each make an athletics check, or you guys can one of you can roll with advantage.
I think I should definitely roll at least once.
I roll with advantage.
You want to do it? Okay, go ahead.
No, I think she's saying you roll with advantage.
Oh, me roll. Oh, okay.
Right?
20.
20. You and Harley together just push open this door, and you hear a bunch of broken furniture and other things kind of sliding. And as you guys push your way in, you see
More zombies? I hope not.
The
suspense. Uh-oh.
Oh.
you guys push in, and you see on the ground, holding a metal tray and a broomstick in his hand with a infected on top of him. Okay, you see Michael 125. And as you guys start to push your way in, he takes his broomstick and he just smashes this thing in the head. He smashes it again and again and again with using this metal tray as like shield until it stops moving. And he pushes it off of him as you guys enter the room. Any?
I'm gonna untie the rope, by the way.
Okay.
since that didn't work.
Yeah, you guys untie the rope.
Put it back on my head.
Olga, Michael 125. You see him kind of sit up, just breathing extremely heavily. As you walk in.
Michael 125, my Brennan. I'm not a zombie. I'm Olga.
Olga?
Hi, I'm Olga. Do you remember? I cleaned your room for you.
Yeah, Olga, we see each other all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure you remember.
Yeah.
Are you okay? You did good job killing that.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. And he kind of stands up on his feet and kind of backs away from this one that's on the ground here.
Can I like go up to him and like, I don't know, do medicine check or something?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead and head in the room. Harley, are you heading in as well?
Yes.
Okay, Harley heads in. And as you guys enter the room, you get a better look at this room, and you guys see that there's young students and it looks like parents that are completely slaughtered. You see blood and bodies all over the room. But in the corner, you see two people. A woman about, looks like early 40s or so, maybe even mid 40s, dark skin, kind of hair, kind of into these like braids, these kind of rows. And next to her, a kid about 14 years old or so, also dark skin, this long shaggy hair, and these like lab goggles kind of on his head. And he's got these latex gloves on his hands.
Oh yeah.
They're kind of standing in the corner.
I yell out, "Red!" And then I look at them and I say, "Are you Red's mom?"
And she's like holding this young boy. She says, "You know Red?"
"Red, we found your mom."
Pardon me for a moment. I say to Dom's dad as I just got there, and I turn and I run back.
Okay. You run into the room, and you guys, we can move away from Roll20 now because we're out of combat.
Cool. I think we're gonna follow behind.
Okay.
As we do though, right before we go, because I didn't necessarily see Sammy lock the door. I'm just like if she got it, so I'm just gonna ask if it's fully locked.
You know, I did my absolute best.
All right. Why don't you just go down there? I'll meet you guys in 1 second. And I pull out my gun and I just start aiming it at the zombie through the window.
No, maybe not loud noises though. Like maybe.
Fine.
Thank you.
Do it humanely.
Why don't you put the rope at the bottom in case they get out and then they'll trip?
And when you say that, I'm actually going to get my knife. I'm going to cut part of the rope off. So I'm going to cut maybe 10 feet of the rope off. And I'm going to tie it around the doorknob and just pull it back so it's holding it shut.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check.
17.
17. You feel pretty confident with the knot you tie, and feels like the door's pretty secure. If something tries to open that door, that rope is definitely going to stop that door from opening too far, if at all.
All right. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and follow behind.
Okay.
Follow along.
Olga, go ahead and roll a medicine check for me.
9.
9. You kind of go over to Michael, and he kind of leans up against his desk, and his body's kind of shaking, kind of like shivering, almost like he might be in shock, as his body kind of looks really flush. He's sweating profusely, just all over, and you see blood kind of all over him. But as you look, you see some cuts, you see some scrapes. You see a pretty nasty gash on his shoulder.
Oh no, Michael! I take out my my janitor kit. Probably some sort of cleaner that I can use to disinfect wounds.
There's like rubbing alcohol and bleach.
Yeah, I'll
you
try
wanna use
the
that?
rubbing alcohol, I guess. That
Okay.
sounds a little bit better. I'll be like, this will hurt, but it'll be better in the end.
And you pour it on. He goes, ah! He like just screams really loud as you pour it over his wounds.
I'm so sorry, Michael. I tried to go as fast as I can.
It's fine.
Can I find, is there anything like I can use to like rip it up or?
I mean, you find paper on the ground. There's
Yeah, that's clean.
There's clothing of the other people. You don't see any like bandages or anything.
Clothing of dead people.
Red, you come rushing in the door and you see your mother and your little brother Todd standing in the corner, kind of holding each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
As soon as she sees you, her eyes go wide, and you just see tears start kind of rolling down, and your brother smiles just so big as they.
Oh my god, Toad! I'm gonna run over to them.
And they both run over to you. It's kind of all you guys all embrace.
We're okay. That sativa. Remember the sativa pre-work we gave Mama got me through the worst of it. I knew we were gonna be there for each other in the end.
What are you doing? What are you doing here?
Why
did you come here?
Well, it's like Shia LaBeouf in Transformers. You know.
How many times have I told you not to reenact Transformers?
It's. Mom, look, listen, we're not going to do the Transformers thing again, but point is, I came here to save you and Toad. By the way, did you win first place? Huh?
You didn't finish. But,
well,
but I would have.
Yeah, you would have. See, that's the spirit. See, Mom, he gets it. He would have won. So now we have to.
It's bullshit. I would have won. Hey. Just because we're going through a thing here doesn't mean we can start just swearing up a storm.
Mom's got a point. This is only a small little incident. You know, we're still trying to figure out all the information. But until then, I think you should both know that on the terms of life and death, I've come to the conclusion that sometimes life, preferably preserving your own, is better. And sometimes death for the other person is the better alternative.
Wow, that's a big change in philosophy for you. That's something we might want to discuss on a deeper level. How you feel about that, but maybe not right now.
No, of course not. Right? Of course not right now. We'll,
right.
We'll
maybe we should get in. Close the door and rebarricade for a second here.
Right, the door. And I'm gonna turn around.
You guys, and then Sammy and Dom and McCoy and Oscar in the wheelchair. You guys all kind of make it in. You have a little bit of trouble getting Oscar through with like all of, like the debris and stuff like that, but you guys kind of clear a path for him and rebarricade the door.
I point out everyone as they come in. That's Dom. He's such a cool guy. That's McCoy.
Yes, Dom.
I whisper
about you.
I whispered to Michael 125. I said, "Be careful of him. He's a dangerous, abusive man. Everyone else is okay, but be careful of him."
Okay, good tip.
As soon as I am introduced, I do want to try to. Go ahead. I was just gonna say I'm gonna take out my medicine kit and start working on whoever I can.
I was gonna do a medicine check on Mama Red and Brother Red.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Terrible. Like Olga looks terrible. Michael looks terrible. Dom looks terrible.
My dad looks terrible.
His dad looks terrible. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the kid does not have much health.
We're fine.
Great. I'm just gonna start talking. And I'm just gonna be like, you know what, guys? I'm really impressed with how well we worked together just now. Like, totally. That was like a really good time. And you know what? I totally forgot about that time that we were in the basement. And I'm just gonna keep rambling about how great we did and how well we worked as a team.
Can I examine to see if I'm able to rip out the glass while she's talking and try to bandage it up?
Make a sleight of hand check.
I'm trying to do something nice right now.
Yep. Just the wrong way. Sleight of hand. That's gonna be 15.
What is it?
15.
15. What's your passive perception?
9.
In the middle of your kind of rambling, you feel sharp pain in your leg as Dom yanks out the glass shard, and there's like a little splurt of blood.
And as soon as I do, I'm
What are
ready.
you doing?
I'm gonna start bandaging it as soon as I rip it out.
You know what?
Just 1 second. Just
Like
this is gonna be better. Trust me.
Michael 125 like retches.
You don't want to be walking around with this. If the glass breaks off inside your system, it's gonna get around. It could cut your veins. It's not a pretty sight.
Oh, Michael, it's okay.
And Todd's like, watching Dom kind of working like with like wide eyes, like wow.
I rolled a natural 20.
Natural 20 on your medicine.
Yeah.
You check out the Redfords, Laurel and Todd. They have a couple of bruises. Looks like maybe they got slammed or like, as they were moving around and stuff like that, may have ran into some stuff. But they don't have any scratches. They don't have any gashes. You definitely don't find any bites.
Okay, great.
Most of their injuries, if at all, are super minor.
Great. I am going to, after I finish, I'm going to walk up to Dom and say, hey, Dom, I'm going to whisper it to him. Can you go do a medicine check on Michael 125 and just make sure he doesn't have any bites on him?
I got that.
So while they're doing that, I'm gonna keep like talking though. And after 10 minutes, Dom's dad, Michael, Olga, your brother, and myself get 5 temporary hit points.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
That's nice.
That's what I was trying to do. And then I was so rudely interrupted to like help myself, but also like, no, that was really rude. And I was just trying to help us all feel a little bit better.
I know, but it's better
No,
now.
I don't want to hear it right now.
But it's better now.
No, I don't want to hear it right now. I am talking about how well we did.
You're both valid. That was a painful thing that happened, yeah. But also, you opening up and being vulnerable has helped us all feel a little warmer inside. Thank you.
Thank you, Red.
Yeah.
Harley.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I'm gonna look to Harley and just start walking over to Michael.
All this is really fun and stuff, but Harley says, oh, this is really fun and stuff, but yeah, and then she's gonna start walking around the lab and looking for things to use for bombs and whatever.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Sammy, how long do those temporary hit points last?
Until, hold on. Let me look it up on our friendly
Our friendly cell phone.
our friendly cell phone that uses the D&D Beyond app. A creature can't gain temporary hit points from this feat again until it has finished a long or short rest.
Okay. So they last until a long rest. Got it. Mm-hmm. Yes, Dom.
I'm gonna walk up to. I'm gonna try to listen to Olga and Michael as they're. What's the number sequence again? Michael 125.
5.
Michael 125.
Cool. I'm gonna and just try to hear what they're talking about as I'm walking up. Trying to catch if he has an accent as well, like Olga's.
He does not.
All right, cool.
He's a pretty standard Midwest accent.
Cool. All right, very nice. Then I'm just gonna go up to him and I'm gonna open up my first aid kit and say, I'm just gonna make sure you're all right, sir.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make a medicine check. Harley, what was your investigation check?
I rolled a 17.
17. You go around the room. You find some like bottles that are labeled like hydrochloric acid. You find some like saline solutions. You find a little bit of liquid nitrogen, like in the back. You kind of shake it, and it feels like maybe it's like a quarter full. You do find a couple of propane tanks underneath some of the lab stations. But that's about it. Not too much. Obviously, propane and things like that, pretty good. But as far as like some usable stuff, not too much though. A lot of it is pretty depleted, in that they get used every day for science classes. So like they're not very full. They're definitely used. You could
Okay.
probably make a decent explosive from one of the propane tanks that has a little bit of gas left, but the other one maybe is a little bit too empty. What was your medicine check, Tom?
12.
12. You go over and you start kind of patching up, Michael. You see some similar cuts, slashes, and gashes that you guys have seen on each other.
No teeth marks or nail marks.
From that 12, you look at that gash on the shoulder, and it doesn't scream bite to you, but it's odd. Like
Mhm.
you get a weird sense from it, but it doesn't outright look like a bite. But it doesn't look like the same kind of like scrapes that the other.
I'm just gonna try to disinfect that
Okay. You kind
with a
of
little
I already
one of those little
did.
packets.
yes, Red.
I am going to after having a conversation with my mom and Toad about the importance of Michael Bay's directing style and what it can do specifically to Transformers.
Oh my
I'm going to
God.
try and think how far is our dorm from this particular bit from Summerington Hall.
So your dorm, if I have the map on me right now, you have your map.
It's in my download somewhere.
So basically, you guys are in like the Lowry Mall area, which is 8. Your dorms are in the lower right corner. I believe I want to say it's number 1, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check if I can find my map.
I think I have it right here. Yep.
Okay. Whoop.
Okay. Yep. Number 8, and then it's
So
over.
you guys are currently at 8. Your set of dorms is at 1.
But our cars are at 11.
And your cars are at 11.
And our cars are where?
At 11.
11. Okay. Okay. All right. Toad, I totally should have just packed the drone. You told me remember the drone that mom got me for Christmas?
Red, I know the drone. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, I know.
What I'm saying is, why would you just carry the drone around with you?
What is this whole conversation about? Michael Bay loves helicopter shots. Why you get a vast sprawling landscape shot? If I had my drone, we can get a vast sprawling landscape shot.
You're just gonna bring it around everywhere? That's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. It's Michael Bay. He's great.
I don't understand your obsession with Michael Bay. As far as like
You
being a filmmaker, I just
understand
don't get it.
proper art either. You haven't read all of Shakespeare, and you barely touched Socrates. Talking to me about art.
I don't care about art. Like art it's all about science. It's about the practicality stuff. Like,
Well,
things you can
practically
actually
speaking,
do.
there's no way to get you to safety right now, and that's stressing me out.
Yeah.
Mom, do you have a pre-roll?
Oh, on me?
Yeah, do you?
I have my pen. I have my vape pen. I didn't bring any rolled, but I have the oil.
Right. I've got some flour, but it's gonna take me just a second to calm my nerves.
If you want some of the oil, I know the oil doesn't work the same, but
How many of us here are good at some kind of medical thing?
Here.
All right. I think maybe we should try to heal some of us up a little bit if we can.
Oh yeah.
Everybody roll a perception check for me.
I wanted to ask Michael a question.
Oh, sure.
I want to say, so Michael, I'm new to America. Just wondering, do you think we're safe here? Should we try to get out of here? We did see 2 like military jets go by earlier. We shot flare, but they ignore us. Is that bad sign, good sign? Wait, America wouldn't just like bomb school, right? Like we're okay? What do you think? How long you been American? Whole life, right?
Yeah, Olga. So, first of all, yes, I'm American. I was born here, yeah, but like this has never happened in what I can think is ever.
Oh, it
in
doesn't happen
history.
in Russia either. This is new for me too.
Yeah, this is not like an America thing. This does not happen anywhere.
Okay, so
I'd have no idea. But you said the
Okay.
military was here?
yeah, we saw two really fast big,
Uh,
fast planes, but they did not help us.
well, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all.
It's not a good sign, right? That's what I thought. That's why I wanted to ask you.
No, it's not a good sign. Not even a little
So
bit.
do you think we should like get out of here?
Um, I don't, like I said, Olga, this is not an American thing, so I don't.
That's
really
okay.
know
They're there,
what that
Michael.
would be.
They're there. It will be okay. Well, it probably will not be okay, but
Thanks, Olga. What did everyone roll on their perception checks?
10.
10,
14.
9.
14,
11.
15.
15. Harley,
9.
9. Go ahead and roll for these guys.
Oh, and
Yeah, McCoy. You want to have McCoy roll one?
oh, I definitely. I was like, wait, he's good at this. 21.
21. So as you guys are kind of patching each other up, Olga and Michael are kind of having this discussion. Red, you're over with your family, kind of talking about Michael Bay. McCoy starts growling and viciously barking at the corpse on the ground. He's just and kind of Todd turns and looks and he says, what's that? And he points over to the ground, and Dom, you're the first one to see it. You see coming from underneath the skull of one of the bodies on the ground, you see about the size of like a key fob, a little bit, like about this big, about an inch or so wide, inch or so long. And you see like a trail of blood leading from the body. You see a small insect-looking creature that's slinking its way towards the crack of the door, like towards the door.
Okay.
And like,
Jar.
like,
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait. Do I have gloves? Oh, do I have fucking gloves on?
There's a bunch in
you
the
have-
room. We're in a lab.
That's true.
That's true. That's true. I believe I have my gloves on though. No, but that might just smush it. All right, I'm gonna rip off my shirt
Okay.
and I'm going to put it over the insect,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna try to like scoop it up to try to keep it alive and in there. As Harley's saying, get a jar, just so I can make sure that we have it.
Okay. Harley, after looking around the room, you know where some of these like beakers and kind of flasks are, and you go and grab one real quick. As Dom, you kind of bundle up this creature in your shirt.
Oh yeah, Michael, it's these worms. These worms are in all these zombies. Do you know what kill worms?
Worms? What do you?
Those worm-like looking thingies in that shirt now.
You caught? You have one right now?
Yeah, we just now it happened. I guess you missed it.
Okay. Well, put it in a flask. And look at it.
Okay, Michael 125, really smart guys.
Harley comes over with a Erlenmeyer flask.
Beautiful. I'm gonna slowly try to put it inside. Like opening it up so that it folds this way. Get it in. I'm gonna keep it on top.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask Harley, do you have a lid?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. On the count of 3, I'm gonna
Oh.
move my hand and I want you to slide it on.
Yep.
1.
Wait. Okay, go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Cool.
Tink, this large insect falls into the flask, and Harley, you rubber stopper it up, and you take this picture, Red, of the thing kind of falling in, and it falls onto its back, and you see its legs kind of doing this until it flips itself over. It kind of looks like an albino roly-poly. It's kind of got these kind of like a little like armadillo like sectionalized shell. And you guys see it kind of as it flips itself over, and it kind of climbs up the side of the flask a little bit. You can see that it's got these teeth, these kind of like little mandibles that are kind of pinching as it tries to climb up and just slides back down. Slides back down.
Hey, Michael, that looks gross.
It's beautiful.
We're in a lab, right?
Yeah.
Let's dissect this bitch.
No.
Michael,
We should keep it alive. We should keep it alive.
Let's let smart guy Michael 125 look at it. It's his lab. Let's let him look at it.
This is your
Got a
lab.
microscope?
Yes, it's Michael 125. We're in room 125.
That's why you kept saying 125.
Hey, 125, you got a microscope?
It's
His name is Michael.
Yeah.
Michael Parker.
You have to use a full name. Michael 125 Parker.
Michael Parker. She calls me 125. It's how she remembers me.
I call him that. You don't call him that.
Do you have a microscope?
I mean, we have like compound microscopes, but not for something that big. I mean, when you, I mean, I can definitely take a look at it. If you kind of like motion, the kind of
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go ahead and ask the cliche scientific film question. Have you ever seen anything like this?
I mean, kind of. And he like reaches for it. Do you let him?
Don't drop it.
I don't plan on it. And he kind of grabs the flask from you, and he holds it up, and he kind of looks at it.
Take more pictures.
And Todd actually kind of like comes a little bit closer and is like, "Wow, let me look at it. I know stuff about
You can
stuff."
see from there.
Fine. Michael's gonna roll. Wow. Okay. I mean, I haven't seen anything exactly like this, but this kind of looks like a tongue louse. No, but
What's
that doesn't make any sense.
What I know, since I know plants and stuff, specifically botany. Would I know if this species is invasive to any kind of plants?
You can roll a botany check. So you roll your intelligence check with advantage.
Oh hell yeah! Thank God for that advantage. That's a 21. 30.
21?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus
With the 21, you hear the term tongue louse, and you think like, it doesn't ring the bell as like as a herbal or a plant parasite. Sounds maybe a little bit more biological.
Plant parasite?
Yeah, there are certain invasive species that eat plants, but this is not like anything I've ever seen.
How do we get them to leave people's bodies?
Well, no. This looks like. So there's this crustacean in the ocean, and it's basically it swims into the mouth of fish, and it grabs and latches onto their tongue, and basically like starves the tongue until it decomposes and falls off, and then it replaces the tongue. So basically like feeds on what the fish feeds by living in the fish's mouth.
Kind of like Facebook but in real life.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that exactly, but okay.
So we're the fish.
Yeah.
Right, that's what said, but they're completely non-dangerous to humans because humans can get them out, but fish.
But you said lack a tongue louse.
Well,
What?
yeah, it's obviously they're marine. We're on land. We're literally in Ohio.
But blood has water.
They're
That might
not
be.
microscopic.
Yeah.
While they're
like
saying this, I'm
something
gonna
that's
look
just-
for some rubber gloves.
They're both wet, you know.
No, I understand. Yeah, there's like little latex, like lab gloves all over, like vinyl. Yes, Sammy.
Question, is Dom still shirtless?
Yes.
And Sammy is absolutely not paying attention and trying to make it look like she's paying attention, but really failing. And then when she realizes that she's failing, she's just gonna go over to like Dom's dad and like try to have a conversation and not look at Dom at all.
And he is starting to rouse a little bit as he's kind of leaning in the chair and just like holding his head.
Sleepyhead.
Oh, what
How do you
happened?
feel?
My head hurts.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense because you like basically died.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean I basically died?
You remember how we were talking about like that apocalypse thing, and then you were like, "Oh, that's not real," and then you were like, "Ooh," and then you got hit in the head.
Look. I don't remember a whole lot of what happened.
Well, we're sort of like in an apocalypse, and we're killing lots of things. So I hope that you're feeling great right now, and like, I hope this is yes.
Okay. Young lady, I don't mean to be rude, but you're talking a lot, and I'm maybe like getting like every other third word because my head hurts.
No, but that's great. I
so
didn't
bad.
talk a lot. You're absolutely correct.
I don't mean to insult you.
You're not insulting me at all, but it's totally fine if you're only catching like every third word. I'll just keep talking.
He like leans over and just is holding his head. Yes, Dom.
All right, I don't even notice because she does talk a lot, so I didn't really notice who was talking back or anything like that. So I go over to the, let's call him patient 94. No, the guy that's on the floor that just had the bug crawl out of his head, and thinking about what Harley said about let's dissect the bug, I think, well, let's dissect the man. And I go over with some gloves, and if there was a knife, if there's not a knife, I'll use my own pocket knife, and I'll make the cane short.
Todd sees you go over to the body and start kind of looking around, and he comes over with a scalpel and forceps and things like that. And he hands him over to you. He's like,
thanks, kid.
Do I notice my brother leaving or no?
Yeah, you see him anytime something's going on. You see him go straight over to that stuff.
And what my plan is to go.
Are we doing this?
My plan, I'm gonna say, okay, as soon as I stick the knife in, I'm gonna hammer it in. I want you to slowly pull apart, and we're gonna cut upwards up the neck through the back of the skull, and we're gonna see where it burrowed into.
Maybe use the scalpel, and so you don't destroy any kind of like.
Yeah.
No, exactly. We're gonna use the scalpel, hit it in, and then we'll cut it through. And I just want you to hold the sides to make sure that it doesn't collapse on itself.
Okay, I got the forceps. Okay, yeah.
Beautiful.
Go ahead and make a medicine check with advantage because Todd's helping you.
Get your camera.
You guys see Dom go over to the dead body on the floor and flip it over and start to perform what looks like an autopsy.
What's up,
Get
Harley?
your camera, I think.
Toad.
I'm
Where'd he go over?
busy. I'm busy. I'm assisting. Don't distract me. I've done this before with a cadaver.
You work with cadavers? That's cool, dude.
I did that internship last year.
Yeah. I'm sorry. We were testing out the brain
in the crime lab in
I never
Cincinnati.
did visit. No, I remember you telling me, but like this is like soft.
Don't distract me. I'm working.
You guys, thank you.
Yeah, you do you.
I got a 17.
He's really smart. Listen to him.
17. So with Todd's help, you're able to cut from the base of the neck up and kind of peel, and he holds it open for you. You kind of see the base of the skull, and when you see the base of the skull, there's a big hole in the base of the skull. I mean, there's a lot of physical damage. There's like, you see lots of fractures in the skull plates from where you saw Michael kind of hitting it, and those look very distinct indentations, kind of like the shape of the broomstick itself. But this is a very like completely circular hole in the base of the skull.
Now,
right here.
Does it look like it stopped in the base, or does it look like it was munching around through it, or does it look like it like latched on somewhere?
So the hole in the skull is like a perfect hole all the way through.
Oh shit.
Dumb. Can you just like scoot like just 2 inches to it? Just too tiny.
I look up at Red and I just like shake my head and
Michael comes over to you and says, "What's? Oh."
I try
shit.
to explain what I see in the
Yeah.
most scientific way possible.
It's hard to miss a perfect hole in the back of the head. And
I
Michael-
lift the beaker or whatever the fuck it's in. Is it the same size as the hole?
about 1 inch diameter or so.
Okay, shake it.
Like shifts around. Yes, Red.
Okay. So can I use my medicine advantage to see if I can like kind of see where it like burrowed it, like which part of the brain it may have like
Yeah.
burrowed into?
Go ahead and roll a medicine check with advantage.
Guess it doesn't matter. All right, yeah. With advantage, 18.
Oh, it matters. It matters. We got to figure out what it's trying to get to.
You take like your cell phone flashlight and you shine it into the hole.
Hold on. Let's see, what is
And
that like?
you see the brain. You see like kind of the back lobes here,
Huh?
and you kind of look and follow it down. And the very first thing you notice, which is super obvious right away, you don't see a brainstem.
Oh, that's
You don't even see a remnant of a brainstem.
that. Well, here's a fascinating piece of insight for you. There doesn't seem to be a brainstem.
What in tarnation you're at?
Yeah, this is.
So if we put what Michael said earlier and this together, this thing is eating the brainstem and then acting like the brainstem.
Red's gonna walk away and like try not to puke.
But how did people get the parasite is the problem.
Which is why we need to keep this one alive. But we should get more. And I'm just gonna go around and start trying to get more
Okay.
little jars and beakers and stuff.
Okay. You go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Is it out of the realm of possibility that maybe these things, once the host dies, they migrate to another living host, which means that whatever these zombies, as we're calling them, are, there's like a second thing inside them, like aliens. Right? Am I understanding this correctly?
That's what I think.
And if they're eating the brainstem, then these are no longer living people.
Okay, yeah. That's a different. That is different. This is a different matter entirely. You have to kill. We have to burn. All right, apocalypse. Okay. Philosophically, I am okay with this.
14.
14. What were you? Oh, you kind of look around the room and find a couple other dead bodies. You look through. You find similar kind of. You kind of lift up the back of their heads and you see little exit burrows from all of them. You find two other of these like little isopods, but they're dead. So they crawl a little bit ways away, and then just kind of died.
Oh,
All right.
good. Okay.
Michael 125. So, do you know of anything that the like marine version that you're thinking of, like anything that they don't like things that would kill them? Maybe it's similar.
I mean, they're animals, so like any things eat them.
Yes.
No, like
Are-
poison.
Yeah, exactly. Are there any specific chemicals that might take them out?
I mean, not specific. I mean, again, they're just crustaceans. You know, they're parasitic, but they're just an animal.
What's
Wait, you all, where'd you all come from exactly?
down the
Like
street.
cephalopods.
Couple miles.
Where were you?
We were at the stadium.
You guys were at the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Obviously.
I didn't want to assume. Sorry.
Yeah, we were all at the game. I got assigned to like whole level on stadium first time. So
Hey,
exciting.
that's great. You've been waiting. You've been waiting to get assigned.
Yeah, I
to,
was
you
so
know, into the
happy.
section. That's great.
But now I don't think I'll get to finish.
No, probably not. You're right.
No.
Probably right. So this is happening all across campus. So you come, not just here, it's everywhere.
It's
Everywhere.
as far as we know, the entire city.
So
Is there like a radio or
um,
something?
I mean, is cell phones not working.
Services
They're
out.
not.
Doing that again.
Neither does email.
FaceTime doesn't work either. I know, weird.
There's a landline in one of the classrooms. Maybe that'll work. But if not, maybe like Sullivan Hall might have like a transistor radio of some kind.
How far is the classroom from here?
Oh, I'm not sure. I know they have one emergency landline in case something like a cell tower goes down out here. I mean, we only have the one, so But so there's got one of the classrooms. Maybe the lecture hall probably would have it.
Makes sense.
But you all came all the way here from the stadium. You've interacted with these things.
Yeah, I came to find you.
Interacted, killed,
What are
ate death.
They
Murder.
act like zombies.
We murdered them.
So what are some of the signs or symptoms that you guys have noticed from
Aggression.
They're hungry for
yeah,
us.
Yeah. They're like mindless cannibals. Just lunging at you. They don't care if they get hurt, and they're just coming for you.
Okay, so they're aggressive and
They're twitchy.
They don't seem to understand the concept of doors or anything above a toddler's.
so super.
That's true.
Super,
That's
super
true.
instinctual and not
Is-
loss of logic.
Off topic, is there an underground safe room that all the teachers know about that we're not supposed to know about because it's like lock and key, like super ironclad?
No.
If we can get to our cars, then we can get back to Harley's. I think that's the best place for us to go. She said she has an underground base. I think we should get to that underground base.
Why are you asking about their symptoms though?
Well, the more we know about the way these parasites make
As-
their hosts behave, can tell us a little bit more about how they function. So, like, there are certain parasites that make their hosts feel a particular way, so they behave in a particular way, so they can continue to propagate. Right?
Hey,
He's
I
so
wasn't-
smart.
It's a lot like a virus. A virus gives you a cough. It gives you your runny nose and things like that because that's how it spreads, right?
Uh-huh.
I think the biggest difference between a virus and this is that a virus leaves you cognate, and this seems to suggest
No,
leave you hungry.
Well, there are some parasites, fungal parasites, that cause their hosts to basically take over their hosts in a lot of ways. There's a
So
fungal
are you
parasite-
saying that the way that they're acting when they're lunging at us is how these little worms normally think, correct?
Well, if it's an animal or if it's all animals instinctually want to procreate, right? To continue their life cycle, pass on their lineage, their genetic code, right? So it's instinctual to make your host do your job, right? So whatever, however these people are behaving has to be, evolutionary speaking, part of this thing's life cycle.
If we behave like they do, could we slip past them?
I don't know. I don't know what their senses are.
I'm not sure because McCoy smelt him. He smelt him before he was even going.
We can cover ourselves with their guts. We've already opened up one cadaver.
Oh,
Look, I know it sounds, but look, there's no moral line here. We've already crossed into a post-apocalyptic territory. There are certain lines that can now be redrawn.
that's actually a really good idea. I'm really good at disguises and makeup, obviously. But so I'm like really good with that. I could totally cover that.
All right.
That sounds so gross.
It might be a way to get to our cars, and maybe to my drone.
I'm gonna ask Michael 125 about so do you think that if we get their juices on us, we will change as well?
It's
Probably no cuts.
it's
Yeah.
possible. Some viruses can spread through saliva can spread through blood transmission. Some parasites are similarly so.
Absorption.
I mean, some worms, like they lay their eggs and can be spread through like consuming of like fecal matter on food and things like E. coli and stuff like that. Rabies causes its hosts to salivate and want to bite to spread through its saliva.
We need bait.
Sorry.
Bait for what?
We need to draw. We need to draw these little guys somewhere, and if we can draw them all in one place, we can get them. And we know that they're driven by hunger.
Wait, so
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
sure.
trying to run anymore?
No, we need to get somewhere, but we need
Is
a plan.
there a way to get to the roof from here?
I mean,
Mr.
there's a
125.
I think on the third floor there might be some kind of roof access.
Okay.
Everybody make a perception check for me. Olga, make yours with advantage.
Oh shit, talking much.
Can I use my passive perception instead?
No, unfortunately.
Okay, that's gonna be 6.
8.
With
Oh.
advantage, Olga?
8.
8. Harley?
11.
11.
Hey.
17.
17.
Hey.
Sammy, as you guys are kind of sitting there and discussing kind of there, you catch a moment where you see Michael 125, his head just kind of go like that. But then he just kind of adjusts. But it was really abrupt and sudden.
You have like a kink in your neck, sir? Like, are you good? Do you need a chiropractor?
No.
What?
My body's really sore. I was holding that door for a really long time.
Sure. Is this like a normal part of your physical behavior? Let me mirror that for you. And I just do the exact same twitch that he did. Is that normal for you?
How's that wound on your neck doing, buddy?
Wait. Wound on. Wait. Why were we?
I have a wound on my neck.
I mean, I wasn't really sure. It didn't really. I
Let's
just couldn't
maybe
tell what it was.
talk about how they get into the human body. Michael, would you suggest they burrow?
Or would you suggest maybe they find any open
Well,
wounds?
It would depend. It could be eaten or consumed in some way.
Michael, I just want to like feel the back of your head. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It's totally fine. Yes. Here, Michael, talk to me, buddy. I'm right here with you.
Okay. Olga, you can
You
go
know,
ahead
just
and,
theoretically speaking,
either do a medicine or investigation check.
Okay.
if
Just
if
put the worm somewhere safe, just in case there's a fight.
Just kind of
It's
set it off. The
just in case there's another fight.
There's actually like a hooded like lab center for like if there's like an experiment that has fumes and stuff like that has like a
Is there a freezer?
we have a fridge.
I'm gonna put it in the freezer.
and theoretically speaking, if someone were to be infected by one of those things, would consciously do you think they would begin to show exterior symptoms?
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, if it's doing what we think it's doing, I mean, it's latching onto the brains. I mean, there would be like a loss of logic. There would be confusion. There would be motor function issues.
Right.
Breathing, heart. I mean, the brainstem controls a lot of those things. What was your check? Olga?
15.
15. You kind of feel kind of Michael 125's neck. You kind of palpate the area. You look down at this gash on his shoulder, and you do see that it's already kind of like you can see like dark veins kind of starting to kind of spread out from it. And you get up to kind of like right by the base of where his neck meets his skull, and you press, and you feel a large lump in the back of his head.
I look at Todd and I say, hey, Todd, come here for a second, please.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I say, Red, you have painkiller, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, yeah,
I
right.
say, Michael, I think they're warm in back of head. I feel it. I think we maybe like give you
No.
painkiller and try to take it out.
No, I don't. No.
Can I-
No way.
May I stealthily try and pop one of the unopened syringes and try and get some
Syringe.
Yeah. Try and
Okay.
get some just a little bit of morphine.
Go ahead
Not
and roll a stealth check. Tom.
I'm gonna use one of the jars that I found. And I'm gonna get ready to catch this one if it comes out.
I'm gonna help them.
You guys all kind of start to surround Michael, and you guys see him kind of. You see fear kind of come across. What are you guys doing?
Okay.
What's going on?
It's okay. There might be a worm inside of your head.
There's no way. No. His
uh,
head kind of does that little twitch again.
Michael,
Oh.
what's your favorite song?
Scaring him.
23 for stealth.
Okay. Yeah, he does not see you go for this syringe in your bag, as he's being surrounded. And it's kind of like, he pulls up his like little like tray shield, and he's kind of starting to back up.
You're good. What's your favorite song? What is it? Talk to me.
I'm kind of a big fan of Simon and Garfunkel.
Like,
And I
what-
say,
Really?
"God."
What's the song?
What's that supposed to mean? I don't
I
want to be a
whispered
fan of Simon and Garfunkel.
Whisper to brother because he has scalp, and I'll be like, out. Take the worm out.
Stab that man.
No.
Ow! I'm 14 years old.
Okay, I take the scalpel from him. And I try to do it. I try to do it myself. I try to like gently do incision.
Make a
I
stealth
bring the
check.
jar right up next to her as she's doing it, like right, kind of like not in her way, you know what I mean, but like off to the side.
What am I checking?
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You are scattering him. Back off.
Olga, what are you guys doing? What are you
I'm
guys doing?
sorry.
Olga,
We're gonna get the worm out of your neck.
Michael,
Stop it. You're scaring him.
He's a grown ass man. He can deal with it.
both of you, Michael, look, listen, talk, look, okay, we're gonna calm down for a moment, take a step towards him. Calm down for just a second. We're gonna take a moment, everybody.
The more moments we
Michael,
take, the longer
wait.
it's gonna be.
Take a moment, we're all gonna close our eyes. Michael, everyone, close your eyes.
roll a persuasion.
Okay.
check just roll a persuasion check. It would have been at disadvantage, but that was
What was I
And-
rolling for?
And that's charisma, right?
stealth. You were rolling stealth. Yes.
I rolled a 21 then.
Okay.
That's 15 plus 4, 19.
19. Michael starts to breathe a little bit as Olga, you kind of take the moment where he's kind of focused on Red, to kind of get in the right position, and you line up the scalpel.
And as soon as he closes his eyes,
Mhm.
I'm going to stick him with a morphine.
Okay. Go ahead and
Eyes closed.
Oh, I thought you already did it. That's why I was
Oh,
stabbing him.
I thought we were doing it at the same time.
yeah. So first things first, I'm gonna roll a Constitution check for Michael. Go ahead and make a medicine check, Olga.
Okay.
Make it with advantage, as you're kind of getting a lot of us like kind of help and guidance from everyone around.
13.
13. As you kind of jam this like morphine syringe in, you see him immediately kind of like start to breathe heavily. And Olga, you take that opportunity to slice with the scalpel. And immediately his kind of the skin on the back of his head just kind of separates. And you see the bulge of this familiar isopod form. And as you kind of use the scalpel to kind of open it up more so you can get to it, you can see bone fragments that kind of fall out.
Yeah.
And you see that as you kind of finally expose this full thing, you see that it's burrowed into his skull and is inside, kind of partially half inside and half out of his
Okay.
skull.
I look for like tweezer or anything or glove, something.
There's the forceps from when you guys kind of did like the autopsy on the body earlier. There's
Grab him and I try to pull the bug out.
I'm trying to hold Michael and just like breathe, buddy. We're just breathing. We're just breathing.
They're like,
I have the jar already.
Did you pull?
yeah, I pulled out. I
Okay.
try.
Make a strength check.
You're gonna be okay.
Persuasion,
A strength check.
strength.
Actually, make a medicine check first before you pull.
Okay, well, I rolled a 5
Okay.
just
So-
now.
That medicine would not be very good. Okay.
Oh, right.
Okay. Make your strength check now.
Okay. 18.
18. You grab and you yank as hard as you can. And you see and you guys hear Michael just shout in agony as you pull, and you feel like this thing is holding on to something. It gives resistance. You keep pulling and you keep pulling.
Hey, buddy, it's okay.
And Michael is kicking and screaming. You guys are all holding him until finally,
Kill,
Olga,
kill it. Kill
you
the
feel
thing.
a snap as you pull this thing out, and in its mouth you see some fleshy tissue, and Michael just immediately just goes limp.
As soon as it comes out of its head, I kind of like move the jar under it, and just wait for Olga to like let go of the forceps so I can jar it.
Do you drop it in, Olga?
Sure.
Cool. I just don't want to get it out and get it nowhere.
Okay.
Michael is completely.
Try to catch Michael.
Anybody that
and-
wants to go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Yeah. I was trying to hold it, but during this whole thing.
I got a 5 again.
5.
Oh shit! Natural 20.
That's what's fine.
Rolled a 2, so that's also a 1.
Red, you guys kind of take Michael and you kind of lower him to the floor very gently. You check his vitals immediately. He's got no pulse. He's not breathing.
Does he say that?
No. What Red says is he looks up and he goes, "We killed him."
We killed him? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Can I try and like CPR, mouth to mouth, whatever?
Olga, you start performing CPR. You guys see Olga performing compressions. She's going through the sequence. And after 5 minutes, 10 minutes,
Oh.
Olga just
Olga.
continuously trying. Blood is seeping and pouring out of the back of Michael's head. There's a pool, like almost like a halo that forms around his head. You look over at the creature in the jar and you see this large piece of tissue. It's kind of dangling and it's kind of gnawing on. And some of you put together, that's Michael's brainstem.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's where we're going to call it a night. Yep. Guys, great job tonight. I know this is a hard one. You guys
Michael
did.
125, save your family.
Michael 125.
Michael
Why are we
125.
calling him Michael 125?
That was his room number.
But I call him.
Yep, his room number is 125.
Oh,
You guys, awesome job tonight. Thank you all out there for watching. This one was action packed and intense. I know. You guys did great. We will be back again with you guys on January 3rd. So we will see you all in the new year. But until then, thank you so much. Zihu.
ZU.
That's right. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a wonderful time.